Test, test. 1, 2, 3. Audio check. Can you hear me? Somebody in Ryan Stream's text, send me a link to our stream real quick just so I can copy it. If you're just now tuning in, we've got a big time tornado on the ground here in portions of Texas. We've got a PDS tornado warning for Floyd and Motley counties in Texas. This is a very dangerous storm, and we've got a live shot of it here from Brandon. Dylan, throw anybody else up that also has that. Put Brandon in one. Once again, PDS tornado warning for Floyd County and Motley counties in Texas. Let's get everybody just a second here to get in. I would encourage everyone to share this stream. And I'm going to start looking at the chat now. But yeah, we just had a really good view of this thing from Brandon Kopick's point of view, but it looks like we might have lost it as it's become somewhat rain wrapped. But still, this is, once again, a major storm here. We've got a PDS tornado warning for Floyd and Motley counties in Texas. This is going to go on for the next 26 minutes. And let me tell you all something right now. This is a big tornado, okay? You can see this velocity couplet here. But we also have just a massive amount of hail in here. Look at this. I want you all to look. This is something that you don't see every day. 5-inch hail. 5-inch hail on the warning there. That's DVD sized hail for Floyd and Motley counties in Texas. And this is coming down towards the town of Matador. All right. So if you're just now tuning in, we've got a tornado on the ground here in Texas. And this is a live look from Storm Chaser Brandon Kopick right now. We just had an incredible view of this thing.
50 miles an hour, dude. Are you kidding me?
But it's becoming rain wrapped. So anybody like in the path of this thing, I would encourage you not to. I would really encourage you not to go out and try to look for it. All right, because you might not be able to see it. But man, we saw it not too long ago. Big time wedge, and we've also got major hail on top of that. Once again, DVD sized hail, and we've had several reports of. At least 4-inch hail actually on the ground. So we could have much larger hail than that now. Dylan, they're saying put Nick up. Make sure you're watching the Ryan stream text. All right, here's another live look here of the tornado as it happens out here between Horner Lake and Matador. Once again, if you're just now tuning in, we've got ourselves a PDS tornado warning. We've got a big tornado on the ground right now out here in Floyd and Motley counties. You can actually see it really well there from Brandon's point of view now. All right, we're going to go back and forth between Nick and Brandon and Dylan. Literally, if anybody else that's approved has a view of this thing, put them up. Some of the places out here that are in the path, I mean, honestly, it's pretty rural, but if it keeps going the direction that it's going in right now, it's going to be going towards the town of Matador, okay? Once again, take shelter immediately if you're anywhere in Floyd or Motley counties out here in Texas. We've got an observed tornado on the ground. You can see it here from Nick's point of view. Apparently Jordan's got it as well. Yeah, this is happening right now, and it's moving towards the town of Matador. We hope that everybody is taking shelter out there. The Matador Fire Department is one of many places that is in the direct path of this dangerous storm. So we've also got some other severe weather happening as well, but obviously I'm going to kind of keep it locked in here on the severe side, on the tornado side. But man, we've got considerable and destructive severe thunderstorms across Texas and Oklahoma. We've got a bunch of severe thunderstorm warnings right now in Kansas as well. And on top of that, we've got some stuff going on as far north as into Iowa. So that's what's going on right now. We've got a tornado on the ground in Floyd and Motley counties in Texas, and we expect there to be destructive damage potentially as a result of that DVD-sized hail. So whether or not the tornado threat continues, which I believe there's a good chance that it will, obviously, this is going to be a destructive storm as it comes into places like White Flat and Matador. Major tornado going on right now with our PDS tornado warning out here in Texas. Look at that velocity coupling. Holy smokes. Oh, daggone it. Andy, hold on. Give me just a second. I had the thing opened, but it crashed. Give me just a second. 3, 2, 1. Three, 2, and 1. All right, sorry about that. And once again, if you are just now tuning in, we've got a PDS tornado warning right now for Floyd and Motley counties in Texas. If you want to share this out there with anybody that may live in the warning area, please feel free to do that. We're going to be covering these storms for a little while as they continue to move off to the east. And we just got a new tornado warning just now for Woods and Woodward County in Oklahoma. So we've got this is a completely separate storm. We've got another storm up here producing a tornado either right now or in the near future as it goes past Freedom, Oklahoma, over towards Avard. And this one looks, this one looks downright nasty too. This is going to produce its own big time problems here as it goes down towards Avard, Waynoka, and Alva. So I'm really hoping that everybody takes shelter out here as well in Woods and Woodward County in Oklahoma. And I do understand there is, you can hear some background noise here. That's the live sound from Storm Chaser Brandon Kopick's feed. We're trying to listen in here to see if we get any further information.
Yeah, as I say, from my vantage point, it looks like the whole freaking thing. Yeah, we can see both sides of the cloud. We just can't see what's going on, but that is definitely a wedge. Huge cut.
We've got a big wedge tornado in there. We just had a really good view of it. But that's since the thing is, it's such a powerful storm, such a large storm that we're seeing intermittent periods here where it's becoming rain wrapped. So the rear flank downdraft with all that hail and heavy rain is wrapping around the actual tornado. So there's moments where we can't see it, which makes it even more dangerous, right? And we are on the verge of sunset here. So if we continue to see tornadoes tonight, that's probably going to be a big problem for the residents out here in Oklahoma and Texas. Once again, what you're looking at above me through Brandon's feed is a tornado that's going on right now in Texas. However, what's centered in on my radar here is another tornado warned storm in Oklahoma, just near the town of Freedom, moving towards Avard. We also have other storms as well. This is one of our newer considerable severe thunderstorm warnings that just came out for Ford and Hodgman counties in Kansas. Lemon-sized hail out here coming down towards Spearville. So yeah, tons of action right now. This is another one of those days where we didn't necessarily plan on going live, but the things have really kind of kicked off here, and we've got widespread damaging severe weather. We're going to cover this as long as we need to. Our main thing that's going on right now is definitely the PDS tornado warning that is currently in effect for Floyd and Motley counties in Texas. Weather spotters have confirmed a tornado, and we've seen it. We've had a live shot of it here for a while. In Floyd and Motley counties. It's closest to the town of Horner Lake and White Flat, and if it continues on its current trajectory, it will get very close to the town of Matador, potentially also very close to the town of Daughtry or Doherty, however you say that, east of Booth and Floydada in Texas. It's been a second since we've done a live stream over here. But this is all coming down towards Roaring Springs, and we've definitely been together before. Matador, just a couple of years ago. Unfortunately, the sirens are probably going off right now, and we do need you to take shelter if you are in the greater Floyd or Motley County, Texas areas. This thing doesn't look like it's weakening. In fact, it looks like it's continuing to be quite strong as it heads down towards Highway 62, even all the way back there towards the eastern side of Booth. I would be taking shelter if you haven't already. Here's a great view of this thing, a wide shot. My goodness, from Storm Runner Media. This is just an incredibly powerful storm. Once again, warned for a large, dangerous tornado being on the ground, and also DVD-sized hail. 5-inch hail is nuts. Go ahead, Andy.
Hey Ryan, something else we should mention is just the speed the storm is moving at. There's about 15 miles per hour to the south and east. So even though we have this warning box out and a part of the forward flank of the supercell is impinging on the city or town of Matador, it's moving so slowly that areas like Roaring Springs, which would be directly south and east of the track that it's taking now, are 30 to 45 minutes out from seeing the most dangerous parts of the storm approaching. So there is plenty of time for people to get the warning out to any of these populated areas should the tornado mosey on close to them, or the 5-inch hail, which has been verified, by the way. 5.2-inch hail was found by storm chaser Adam Lucio, and I can only imagine what else will be found in the wake of this storm's path. So for everyone just joining, that's a look at the storm motion, which is very slow. So tons of time to get the warning out, tons of time for people to see it, even though we would recommend taking shelter in the warning itself.
Thank you so much, meteorologist Andy Hill. Me and Andy were kind of just watching this in standby mode here and gawking at the radar imagery, almost not believing what we were seeing. And then all of a sudden, we started seeing all the verification come through. And just an amazing storm. And we've also got another one developing down here just to the south of that. We just got a new destructive severe thunderstorm warning for Crosby County, Texas. And this is going to be coming into the town of Crosbyton, potentially down there towards Owens. We've got a very real chance of seeing baseball hail, probably even larger than that, coming into the Crosbyton area here soon. So if you're just now tuning in, this is a new destructive severe thunderstorm warning, but this is our main thing that we're watching right now up here coming into the towns of Matador, at Roaring Springs, and just the greater Floyd and Motley County areas. We've got confirmed DVD-sized hail coming in, and also a major tornado. This is what it looks like right now. Just an absolutely stunning view from Nick there of the storm from a little bit of a distance. Brandon Kopic's a little bit closer up. And once again, we've got audio here. Let's listen in and see if we got any updates. Oh yeah, you can see it good there. That is a big tornado, y'all. Yeah, I said DVD size hail. You did not mishear me. And that's like real. It's not just radar indicated. Like we've got confirmation of that. Go ahead, Andy.
Hey, Ryan, that Oklahoma storm is something fierce right now. I would say this one is incredibly damaging because of just how strong the winds are surrounding this, and it's completely wrapped in hail. In fact, the presentation it has right now on reflectivity, there's a little bit of a weak echo hole right in the center of it, which is still indicative of heavy rain, but it's surrounded by hail completely with really strong winds blowing this forward. I'm just telling you, I would not want to be anywhere near that. That is extremely dangerous, and I mean, I think my eardrums would rupture if I were in a car on Highway 64 there near Camp Houston and Tegarden in Fair Valley, Oklahoma. So you guys definitely want to take that seriously and be looking out for that in the Alva, Oklahoma area to areas south of that along Highway 281 and west towards Waynoka. So definitely not a cell to mess around with either way.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, meteorologist Andy Hill, bringing us back up here to Oklahoma. So just for everybody that's just now tuning in, we've got a PDS tornado warning in Texas. That's a particularly dangerous situation. Big tornado on the ground. That's what you're seeing over here in these live feeds. We've also got a very dangerous storm up here in Oklahoma in Woods and Woodward County near the town of Freedom, moving towards Avard, Waynoka, and Alva. Specifically, like Andy just mentioned, Highway 64 is going to be a dangerous place between Freedom and Alva. over the next 45 minutes or so. As potentially just extremely large hail is falling out here. And we also have the very real tornado risk with this storm as well. You can see the velocities. There's a lot of rotation here. And we've got a couple more storms that are also rotating. But man, the vast majority of these are just giant hailmakers right now. We've got destructive, severe weather happening back here towards Perryton as well. Hansford and Ochiltree counties in Texas are under a destructive severe thunderstorm warning for baseball size hail. And then, of course, we've got our destructive severe for Matador for that DVD size hail coming in here soon, potentially. And unbelievable, by the way, unbelievable radar presentation here on the Matador storm. Let me just, kind of show this by itself here. This is one of the most classic radar signatures you'll ever see for a tornado here. You can literally see the whole daggone thing. You can see it swirling up there. You can see what we talk about, how the warm, moist air is coming in on this side. The rain-cooled air comes on this. You can just, I mean, what else can you say? Like, you can see the entire rotating part of the storm there. And this is coming dangerously close to the towns of Doherty, Matador, and Roaring Springs. Hopefully everybody out here is taking shelter. It's becoming harder and harder to see. Now, we've had a great view of this thing, a couple of times through Brandon's feed and Nick's feed, but I wouldn't advise anyone to go out onto Highway 62 to try to get a peek of this thing, or if you're in Matador, I wouldn't try to go look at it too much because you definitely want to take shelter. The sun's getting ready to set, and things are going to get really dangerous really fast the closer that storm comes in. Look at how ominous this looks from Storm Runner Media's point of view. Holy smokes, man. One of the stronger storms we've seen here. We've talked about a lot of storms on this channel over the past couple of months. A lot of you guys are new. This is a different kind of system from what we've been used to covering here. We've just got tons of convective available potential energy out there. These storms are really taking advantage of it. And that's one of the reasons why we're seeing them, get so big, and also why we have so much hail. The 5-inch hail is something that you definitely do not see every day. Once again, we've got audio coming in from Brandon Kopic, so we're going to listen in again just to see if we're hearing anything new.
Supercell initially. Yeah, it's just a big old HP now. Is everybody trying?
So it sounds like they're having an equally hard time getting a visual on it now, which is just makes it a really dangerous situation for the residents out here that may live along Highway 62, Highway 70 between Doherty and Matador, and of course the town of Roaring Springs. We've got a ton of storm chasers on this, so we're able to see it from several different angles. I would definitely be taking shelter in the town of Matador right now, if not for the tornado, then for the DVD-sized hail, because my goodness, that's probably one of the more dangerous situations that you could ever find yourself in, actually having to deal with that. Hansford, Hutchinson, and Ochiltree counties in Texas also under a considerable severe thunderstorm warning there. I want to take a quick tour at some of these other warnings. We just got a new severe thunderstorm warning in Kansas, and like I was saying when I first started the stream, we're also tracking severe storms as far north as into Iowa. So over here in Guthrie County, Iowa, we've got a severe thunderstorm warning right now. We also have several severe thunderstorm warnings more in southwestern portions of Texas. So we're going to be keeping you updated on all of these, but right now we've got an update from Andy. Go ahead.
Hey Ryan, I've gone ahead and drawn our first Y'all Watch for the stream that's east of Lubbock. In Texas here, we have that little tiny hook starting to extend out just south of Owens, Texas, and it's moving to the south and east, which is why my Y'all Watch here is in a much different direction than the severe thunderstorm warning from the National Weather Service that exists there. I do believe if we continue to see that low velocity couplet there, that we'll see a tornado warning. In fact, I think it'd be wise to issue one right now for those areas going to the south and east of that county highway into Crosby County, perhaps the northeastern part of Garza County there in Texas.
Thank you so much, meteorologist Andy Hill with the Y'all Watch. Already seeing places that need to be watching out, including Calgary, all right, down here in Crosby and Garza counties in Texas. Y'all watch out. There's no warning yet, but we believe one may be coming. So we would encourage you to be ready. Be ready to take shelter very soon, as that storm is going to be very dangerous as it comes up towards you. There's another new severe thunderstorm warning that just came out for Gray, Hutchinson, and Roberts counties in Texas. This is north of Pampa. That storm's probably going to continue to grow as well over the next little bit, and we're going to track it for you. But our main focus right now continues to be our 2 tornado warnings, where we continue to have a PDS tornado warning here for Floyd and Motley counties in Texas. Weather spotters have confirmed a tornado, and we've got that confirmed unbelievable 5.2 inch report here from the public, measured with calipers. Exact location is estimated with radar. So right in here, 5.2 inch hail report coming in west of Horner Lake. That is unbelievable. I really hope that we're not going to see that magnitude of hail come into Matador, but it's looking like that is actually a real possibility here over the next 20 minutes or so. So get to shelter in Matador. You want to be indoors. You want to, of course, be away from windows, preferably in a tornado shelter, something underground. But if you don't have that, get into that most interior room, bathroom, or closet. As many walls between you and the outside world as possible. Put a helmet on, keep the shoes on, and keep me with you. It's a slow mover, so it's probably going to be storming for a while. So get comfy in there. I think we're going to be all right, but you really got to take shelter for this one, because this is not your average storm. DVD-sized hail. That's not something that you see very often, even out here in Texas. Now, you guys are used to storms, right? This one's a little bit of a different monster. Back up to Oklahoma, we continue to have a tornado warning up here as well for Woods and Woodward County. This storm continues to intensify. We've got an area of rotation right over Highway 64 moving pretty much east. The towns of Alva, Avard, and Waynoka need to be sheltered. And we've got some places in the path here, like the Exploration Caravan Site, Fritz & Sons Trucking Caravan Site. What about you over there at the Keltner Mobile Home Park, directly in the path of the most dangerous part of the storm? Mobile homes are a terrible place to be in a storm like this. So try to get to some more substantial shelter if you can, especially if you've got some extra time. We could be talking about 30, 40 minutes from now before this makes it into Alva and Avard. Also, some places that are in the path include the Lincoln Elementary School. So if you know where that is, or the Ferry School, you know where this storm is headed right now. So we've got multiple storm chasers giving us a live view of these storms, but honestly, actually 90% of them are on this one storm, the PDS tornado warning that's coming into Roaring Springs and Matador right now. Notice how none of our storm chasers are actually in the storm. Like, even your most extreme storm chasers are likely going to try to avoid the core of this storm, because DVD size hail is not something that you're going to be able to work with. I never thought we would have to use the daggone melon icon here. That's unbelievable.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
So we got a new tornado warning. I believe that's going to be an extension of our current tornado warning. So they did extend that on out to Roaring Springs. Okay, so Roaring Springs, Texas, you are now in the polygon. Now radar indicated rotation, and max hail is now 4.5 inches. So it's nothing to worry about. No big deal. It's not even big DVD size anymore. Obviously, I'm kidding. 4.5 inch hail is going to be absolutely devastating if that actually falls, around any sort of structure. You think about cars, even think about like roofs to homes and stuff like that. This is going to be quite detrimental to anything that it hits. So take shelter immediately in Floyd and Motley counties in Texas, especially the towns of Matador and Rolling Springs. This is about to go over Highway 62. So that's going to be a really dangerous place to be over the next little bit. New tornado warning, right in line with Andy's Y'all Watch. So we now have a tornado warning for Crosby County, Texas. So we got, what was that, 5 to 8-minute early heads up or something like that for you guys. So there you go. Now you've got the official polygon out from the National Weather Service, so it's time to take shelter out there in Crosby County in Texas. Calgary, Cannon Valley, you guys are included in that warning. This rotation's coming together here just south and east of Owens, and these storms are generally moving off to the south and east. So out here along Highway 651 over towards the Farm to Market Road 2294, over towards the White River Lake, we've got to take shelter because this is coming right towards you, and it's getting stronger and it's becoming more organized as it gets closer. Another new severe thunderstorm warning just came out, a considerable severe thunderstorm warning for Kinsley and Lewis in Kansas. This is for Edwards and Pawnee counties. We're talking about golf ball size hail up here, 60-mile-per-hour winds, and considerable damage. And it's not just Kansas, it's not just Texas, it's not just Iowa or Oklahoma that we're talking about today. We also have storms in Colorado. We've got a new severe thunderstorm warning for Lincoln County, Colorado here for quarter-size hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds, and a tornado possible indicator on that as well. This is coming over Highway 94 right now, moving down to the south and east.
We're actually leaving this northern storm, could not confirm a tornado in any more, but headed toward the southern one.
All right, so that's Storm Chaser Bryce Shilton talking to us live from the storm that was just PDS warned down here for Matador. He's on that. We've also got Brandon Kopic on that, which has a really good view now of the part of the storm that would produce a new tornado if we get a new tornado that actually drops out of this.
A severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same.
Yeah, as soon as this top goes, I'm gonna flip around.
So this is a live look from Brandon, and if you hear the chatter in the background, that's just, I'm trying to listen in, and because if he starts hooting and hollering, I'm going to go back to him. But if we just got a new destructive severe, by the way. Yeah, this is from Hansford and Ochiltree counties in Texas. 3-inch hail, destructive hail coming into Spearman. Now this is coming across Highway 15. Take shelter. Treat that as if it's a tornado warning. I know that it's not actually a tornado warning, but you might as well take shelter as if it was one. Checking back in on the tornado warning that's currently in effect for Woods County, Oklahoma. This is going to continue for 30 minutes. We've got a potentially, we've got a severe storm producing golf ball size hail, and also potentially a tornado moving towards the town of Waynoka and Alva in Woods County. Take shelter immediately. And then we continue to have 4.5-inch hail being possible with the storm coming into Matador. And like every time I look at this, I think the next frame it's going to be much farther to the south and east, but it's not. It's not moving very fast at all. So if you're in Matador right now and it hasn't gotten very intense yet, it's probably it might hold off a little bit, but that core of the storm is probably going to come into town here shortly. If you are just now tuning in, we are live now as there is a serious situation ongoing with some major hailstorms and some tornado-producing supercells in Texas and Oklahoma. We're also tracking storms in Colorado, Iowa, and Kansas. We're going to be doing this for a while, so if you know anybody out here that needs some free, commercial-free, wall-to-wall severe weather coverage, please feel free to share this on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, wherever it is that you like to share stuff. You're how we are going to get potentially life-saving information in front of people. So please do that. And if you don't want to share us out there, it helps also to just hit the like button. Everybody that's watching right now, hey, hit the like button. Thumbs up, just like you would on a normal video. And that's going to help us get in front of people who otherwise might not have known that there was any weather going on. If you're watching on a TV, I know a lot of you are, pull out the phone real quick and like that way. I don't think there's a way to like on the TV, so we'd appreciate it, and so would the people who would ultimately find us because you did that. So we just got a new considerable severe thunderstorm warning now for what is this? Beaver, Oklahoma, and Texas County in Oklahoma, and also Hansford County, Texas, and Ochiltree County, Texas. So this is for lemon-sized hail moving up into the Highway 412 area east of Hardesty in Oklahoma. That's going to be a dangerous part of the highway to be on. So keep that in mind. Quick update on the Floyd and Motley County, Texas tornado warning. It continues here, and we continue to see that rotation in that storm. A new circulation might be trying to produce a new tornado here, but man, we just saw a very large tornado come out of this thing, so we know it's capable of producing another one. We don't want to play around with this. You can like the videos on the TV? Okay, I did not know. However you got to do it. However you got to do it. We would really appreciate it here. Sweet. You can hit like if you got a Roku. Okay, I did not know that. All right, let's see if we can hear Brandon say anything yet.
Just about 4 more miles. We just have to go 4 miles and we'll be able to go south.
So it sounds like they're still having trouble seeing anything, and they're just trying to get a little bit farther down the road so they can finally turn south, because they're about to get into the part of the storm that they really don't want to be in. So yeah, that's what's going on there. So they're kind of racing. You know, Brandon and all these guys are right here. They're racing east towards Matador so that they can go south, so they don't have to be inside of this part of the storm. Once again, potentially DVD size hail in there. And that's also coming into the town. Grapefruit size hail. Copy link. Check this out. Storm Prediction Center, SPC mesoscale discussion. Talking about a localized strong tornado threat and very large to giant hail also possible. Giant hail. This is, if you ever heard about gorilla hail, this is it. We also continue to see what I would consider a gorilla hail coming into the town of Spearman, Texas right now. 3-inch hail. That's also very significant. If you got a lot of it coming down, you're not going to, I mean, there is definitely a difference between a 4-inch hailstone and a 3-inch hailstone. But, the damage that could be done it starts getting really bad over 2.75. All right. Everything on top of that's just extra. So I would be very concerned around the town of Spearman about the potential for incoming giant hail. Same thing down here in Hutchinson County. This one's in a little bit more of a rural area, but this storm is also going to be extremely dangerous to be in over the next 24 minutes as that destructive severe thunderstorm warning continues. We just got a new severe thunderstorm warning way down yonder in Louisiana. So let's add Louisiana to the list. We got a severe thunderstorm warning for DeSoto and Caddo Parish. This is coming right up towards Shreveport. This one's not so much about the hail, a little bit more about the winds. We got maximum winds up to 60 miles per hour, potentially coming across Logansport right now. That's going to go up towards Long Street and Stonewall. And then that storm will eventually make it up there towards the greater Shreveport area as well. So take shelter indoors and away from windows out there. We also just got a new severe thunderstorm warning for Harper County, Oklahoma. 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds possible over there. And we just got a new severe thunderstorm warning in Borden and Dawson and Gaines counties in Texas. 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. This is for the town of La Mesa. I think I'm saying that right. We just got a new considerable severe thunderstorm warning. 2-inch hail back here towards the town of Gate. That's going to be coming into Gate very soon. You guys have had a storm pop up right on top of you, and it's kind of parked there. If the hail hasn't started there yet, it's about to, and it might last a while. This could also, these slow-moving storms could also lead to a localized flash flooding threat, so keep that in mind. All right, so they've upgraded this tornado warning in Crosby County, Texas, now to have potentially softball-sized hail. So we've got 4-inch hail coming into areas just east of Caprock and just to the north and west of Calgary in Crosby County, Texas. Dang. And this one also looks like it's trying its best to produce a tornado here. It's not. There's nothing that we can confirm with radar, but it's definitely coming together. So if I'm in the town of Canyon Valley or Calgary, I am getting to shelter. Hopefully you've already gotten there because we've been talking about this area for a while. But still, the biggest hail right now is going to be just to the west of Matador. Lamesa. It's Lamesa, not Okay. Gotcha.
Visually, though, it looks like we're okay.
Yeah, this is a really cool look.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
At a supercell here. You can see the whole structure. We just got a new tornado warning, by the way, way down south. This is going to be for Pecos County, Texas. So this is south of Fort Stockton. So we've got radar indicated rotation down here as well. It's going over Highway 385 right now. It's going to be moving into a pretty rural zone, but Highway 385's got some traffic on it. So, we need to make sure that anybody that is potentially driving on 385 knows that if they're going north towards Fort Stockton from Marathon, you probably don't want to drive through the big dark cloud you see up in front of you. You might want to, if you can, take an intermission somewhere, let that storm pass the highway before you get up there. But very strong storm down here, capable of producing a tornado and golf ball size hail. And that's south of Fort Stockton. We just got another new considerable severe. Dang, this is a really strong storm too. This is coming into Spearville. Just to the east of Dodge City, we've got lemon-sized hail and 70-mile-per-hour winds. So, yeah. Highway 56. Going to be in a very dangerous place. Give me just a second. Opening some stuff that I forgot to open here. All right, we should be good now. So the audio you're hearing is from Storm Chaser Brandon Kopic. I'm going to turn that back down here. As we go, fly to our newest severe thunderstorm warning. Actually, this is just an upgraded severe thunderstorm warning. Technically, this is a downgrade because this was at 3-inch hail, but now Spearman, that your warning has a 2-inch hail listed on it. So that's good news, but this isn't moving very much. So it's been hailing there for a while. We've got a couple of 2-inch hail reports already out of Spearman, and it's going to continue to produce very large hail for the foreseeable future. So get ready for an isolated flash flooding event to potentially unfold there as well. We've got some crazy lightning coming out of this thing too, which I don't know if you guys saw that last bolt or not, but it was pretty impressive. Give me just a second. I'm going to step away from the mic for 2 seconds. We'll turn Brandon up. I'll be right back.
My car runs on gas. Well, oh no. Just like, oh, that's 100 miles, so good, but.
Why is this not working? These CGs are all around us, guys.
Looks like Brandon's in a little bit of a cell service dead zone here. But if you're just now tuning in, this is what we've got going on. We've got a tornado warning in Pecos County, Texas for the next hour. We've got another one over here in Motley County, Texas for the next 16 minutes. I don't know if they will extend that or not. The rotation has calmed down a lot. But man, the hail core is still there. It's still quite impressive as it moves down towards Roaring Springs and Russellville. So y'all need to take shelter next in those areas. There's still over tennis ball size hail is going to be possible here. And then on top of that, our most interesting looking storm on radar right now is probably the one east of Lubbock, south of Crosbytown. This one still is warned for softball size hail, and the rotation still looks like it's capable of producing a tornado in the near future as it comes towards Calgary. So if you're in Calgary, take shelter now. We do continue to have a tornado warning as well in Oklahoma. This is for Woods County, Oklahoma, east of Freedom now, for the town of Avard and Alva. We've got a very strong storm coming in, capable of producing a tornado. Stay sheltered for the next 15 minutes. Baseball size hail is going to be possible in that one as well. Yeah, these are all very impressive supercells here. Let's check out that most recent considerable severe thunderstorm warning there for Garza and Lynn counties in Texas. That's going to be for golf ball size hail and 70-mile-per-hour winds. Do we have anybody watching in Matador? How are you guys doing? It looks like, it looks like the biggest part of that hail core hopefully has went just to the west of town or just to the south and west of town. That's what we're going to hope for anyways, because this definitely had the capability of doing some intense damage just from the hail. Just from the hail. So we got a lot of people watching from all over the place, not just Texas. I see over there in Connecticut and other portions of Texas. Minnesota, I see you. Yeah, I'm watching this storm closest right now. I mean, don't get me wrong. The storm up there in Matador is still a beast, and so is the one in Oklahoma. But this one looks the most favorable for a tornado in the next little bit. Obviously, this will change and it moves around and stuff like that. But yeah, we got people watching from Ohio, Louisville, Kentucky. Lots of people from Oklahoma and Texas as well. If you're just now tuning in, this is what a supercell looks like. This is like the definition of what a supercell looks like down here south of Crosbyton, Texas. We've had a major explosion of just massive supercells tonight. And hey, the daggone alarm bells started ringing. So we're live here. We had a PDS tornado warning. We had a great shot of a huge tornado on the ground right when we first started the stream. Thankfully, that tornado has lifted. And we don't have a tornado on the ground right now anywhere as far as we know, but we still have these storms floating around. They're still producing very large hail, like this one over here in Crosby County, Texas, still dropping softball size hail, and it's still rotating enough to possibly put down another tornado. And also the one up there coming into Roaring Springs could have that same problem. That's what we're looking at through Brandon's feed over there. You see that? You can literally see the rotation of the storm through his feed. So we're not out of the woods yet, but as of this moment, we don't have anything on the ground. Watching from Pennsylvania. And of course, we got people from Tennessee. You know what? I haven't seen the first Clarksville, Tennessee yet. This must be the limit. If we're talking about all the way over here towards Lubbock, I think Clarksville might be like, oh, okay, that's not us. Yeah, rotation on this one continues to look more impressive. This one's, I mean, I don't know for sure, but this one's got a good chance of doing what that one did just to the north, where we had that PDS tornado warning. We no longer have a PDS tornado warning on the Matador storm, but you are still under a tornado warning. So you need to be in that safe spot still in Roaring Springs and Matador for the next 11 minutes. And then they're probably going to issue a new warning. I don't know if it'll be a destructive severe, considerable severe, or another tornado warning, but we will let you know the moment that it comes out. Are these storms going to go into Dallas? Probably not. Yeah, this is, we're pretty locked in over here in this part of Texas for the rest of the evening. And honestly, as we go deeper into the evening, the intensity of the storms will really start to wean off, especially after we get past midnight. I think that, you know, even if these things had the movement to get to Dallas, they would fall apart just as a result of the, just them losing steam before they got to Dallas. So this is our outlook for today. We had a last minute upgrade to enhanced risk of severe weather out here in the Panhandle of Texas. We got a slight risk that goes all the way up into Colorado and then back down towards the Mexico border. And that's pretty much where the storms are confined to. We have had a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings up all the way up into Iowa, though. And we will continue to relay those as they come out. We just got a new PDS severe up here for Okeechobee and Roberts counties in Texas. That's going to be for Highway 70 out here to the west of Canadian. So that's going to be for 3-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. All right, let's go back down to Matador. And notice how we have an increased area of rotation here. If I go back a couple of scans, it looks like there's been a little bit of an increase in activity right here to the west of Roaring Springs. So if this is trying to produce another tornado, that's about where it would be happening. So hopefully we've got everybody off that road there. Farm to Market 684. because we might have just had a tornado cross there. The live look from Storm Runner Media. So this is a live look at that storm.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
And we just got a new tornado warning. And that's actually going to be for Crosby and Garza counties. So now this goes all the way down, much farther to the south and east, past Calgary, past Canyon Valley, and towards Verbena, Texas. So you guys need to be taking shelter now. We've got softball size hail, radar indicated rotation coming down towards Highway 2008 and Highway 651. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is down. You see it? If that's not down, it's very... Yeah, that's down. So there we go. This is the Roaring Springs, Texas storm again, with a tornado on the ground right now. This is a live look at that. Just to the west of Roaring Springs. Tornado on the ground now. That's right over top of the Farm to Market 684 road there, and it's moving pretty much due south. So once again, pretty rural area, but it's going to parallel County Road 316 just to the west of Roaring Springs. So take shelter if you haven't already. That's quite the shot there. Look at that. This is a looks like a pretty large tornado, actually. Let's see what old Brandon's saying about it.
Focus is killing me right now.
It's weird to turn the volume up and not hear anything, but he's parked and not driving down the road.
Is it still down? I'm getting up towards, I've lost the visual. I'm going right. Still down. Big cone.
Yeah, you can barely see it in there. Can you guys see it? Oh, we need to add to the Y'all Cam program the ability to increase contrast.
It's hard to see it with the contrast now, but it's definitely still down.
Yeah, it's big. It's big. It's in there. Thankfully, a pretty rural spot that it's in. But if I was in the town of Roaring Springs, I wouldn't be, playing around with it. I'd be taking shelter. But man, this is right now at this moment. It's kind of in the perfect spot because it's not around anything really. If it moves off to the east a little bit, it'll be dangerously close to Roaring Springs.
Too far to my north to film it.
Yeah, I can't even. I don't even know if I think it got a little bit more rain wrapped. I can't 100% tell if it's still down from my vantage point.
You can see. I can still see it in there a little bit.
Oh, I see it in there. It's more of a pipe now, straight up and down cone, like fat cone.
Yeah, it's in there.
That is beautiful. It's coming out of the rain.
Yeah, big pipe right now. Big pipe in the rain.
Hey Ryan, it's Bryce. Just to let you know, we're approaching the tornado warning storm, the southern tornado warning storm, that is. Trying to navigate around this huge hail. We actually have our windshield practically in our lap right now.
That was an update from Bryce Shelton. I don't know if we're watching him back there, but windshield in his lap. So this is an incredible view of the tornado here. We've got two separate views of it. One of them from Brandon and one from Storm Runner Media. Brandon's got us more zoomed in to the bottom of it. We've got a little bit more of a wider shot from Storm Runner there.
South are you, Scott?
An absolutely stunning view. of a tornado, which is
Yeah,
happening,
definitely roping out.
Mostly over open fields right now, which is great.
South of Roaring Springs now.
It's also not moving very much.
Did you
A
stop
new
at
tornado
Roaring?
warning has been issued.
All right,
just
Dylan,
get
put
going.
Brandon in 1.
I'm less than 10 minutes out of Spur.
Let's go check out that latest tornado warning that just came out in Oklahoma. This is an extension of the warning that we already had up here in Woods County, Oklahoma. Now they've continued that for an hour. So an hour left on this in Woods County. Avard and Alva, stay in your shelters for the next hour. They didn't extend this any farther to the east. It's basically for the same exact areas. So we're going to continue to watch this tornado down here in Texas as it looks like it's nearing the end of its cycle here. It's kind of roping out. But a fascinating view
Yeah, I
from
see
Brandon.
that. There we might, actually, we just probably just sit here for now. Washington's underwater.
Wow, it's hanging on for dear life, ain't it?
Nice shot, Brandon. I'm watching your stream.
Yeah, this is awesome. That's crazy. If you're just now tuning in, a live shot from Brandon Kopic near the town of Roaring Springs in Texas,
A new tornado warning has been issued.
where we just had a pretty
Again,
big
thank you
tornado
guys
on the
all so much
ground,
for your
and it's kind of
PayPal,
roping
Venmo,
out
and
now.
Cash App donations as well as your super chat.
So
You
let's
guys
go
want
check
to
out
keep
that
those out there.
most
Thank you so
recent
much for your
tornado warning that just came out here in Texas. So that's going to be for this storm. Dickens County is now included in this. It's not just Motley County in Texas. So take shelter all the way down there towards Glenn and Afton now. Let's watch the final moments of our tornado here. Is it? It's holding on, but like it's about to go now. It's dissipating. I think we're watching its last breath here now. Don't get me wrong. We're watching the last moments of this particular tornado, but this storm has already produced several tornadoes. It could produce another one. And that's why they've extended that tornado warning farther out to the south and east.
Has issued a tornado warning for this location.
Unbelievable. That right there is exactly what storm chasers are all about. You know, that happened mostly over open fields and didn't have a great view of it there until the end, but still fascinating view of a lot of the whole process of tornado genesis there. So we're going to watch this storm as it moves off to the south and east. It's the rotating part of the storm is going to cross over Highway 70 here, which is a mess right now because of storm chasers. There's a whole lot of storm chasers on that Highway 70 road. So hopefully everybody's going to be able to get out of the way just in case this thing produces another tornado here soon, which is it is very possible. It's very capable of doing that. You can see we already have a part of the storm to watch there for that. So yeah, take shelter if you're in Dickens County or Motley counties in Texas. Not only is this thing capable of producing a tornado again, but we're talking about lemon-sized hail with this as it moves off to the south and east. Now, lemon-sized hail is bad, but thankfully it's not as bad as it was when we started the stream. This storm was warned for DVD-sized hail, and we actually had an official, like an actual report measured with calipers, 5.2-inch hail. So that is that is some extremely large hail. All right, let's check in on a couple other tornado warnings here. We have a tornado warning continuing for the next 30 minutes for Crosby and Garza County in Texas. We've got softball-sized hail inside of this one. That's moving down towards Calgary Texas. So take shelter out there. Radar indicated rotation, 29 minutes. And then in Oklahoma, we have golf ball size hail and radar indicated rotation with our tornado warning up here for Woods County. That's coming up towards Waynoka and Avard and Alva. You guys need to be in your safe spots at least for the next 43 minutes.
New information, this tornado warning has been upgraded.
Yeah, I'm good. I got right up next to it. It was just, I don't even was on the ground, but the RFD was insane.
Yeah, there's a lot of chasers out today. This is like the, honestly, late April, and, you know, I'd say there's a lot of people on their chasecations right now.
Probably, yeah.
So somebody in chat just said, what is a DVD?
Yeah, I mean, we're just getting here. Freddie, I will say your lights definitely work. They're very bright back there. You want me to shut them off? That's when I was standing behind your car.
What is a
I don't want
DVD?
to be, like, blinding your cameras or anything. Don't mind bothering you?
I think I see a new wall cloud forming, not this one we thought was popping out of the
Here's
rain,
that
but one that's kind of hidden in the rain.
5.2 inch hailstone, by the way.
Yeah, I agree.
Adam
There's something
Lucio.
back in there. I mean,
Y'all should go follow him on Twitter. He's always out there chasing as well. That's wild. God. So that was just a couple hours ago. Well, I don't know, an hour ago? Hour and a half ago, something like that.
on the back side there? Yeah, I was just looking at that.
Now that is Gorilla Hill.
Talking about the part that looks like it's partially wrapped in rain.
Oh, to the left of that.
It's actually hard to, even when there's a lot of hail falling that's that size, it's not easy to get it intact. I mean, just imagine how much force that probably hit the ground with. The bigger the hailstone is, like the more likely it is just going to burst into a bunch of little ice pellets. You know what I mean? So it's really impressive that he was able to find one that big. Town of Roaring Springs is about to get in on some potentially lemon-sized hail, and also the new area of rotation is forming here. Our storm chasers are noticing a new wall cloud, so hopefully everybody in Roaring Springs is sheltered right now.
No, you're fine. Am I good to like back up next to you over there? Or?
Yeah, it's not
So
funny.
what is a DVD, huh?
I'm just gonna pull off like right here.
Fair enough. I can't tell where the circulation would be on this thing. I feel like it's right here directly in front of us.
I don't think.
Lord goodness. All right. Hey, there's a new warning that just came out. Let's go check it out.
Back in the rain right now.
It's not a tornado warning. It's a severe thunderstorm
It'd
warning.
be nice if it was this thing right here.
New severe thunderstorm warning for Ellis, Ness, Rush, and Trago counties in Kansas. That's going to be for 1 inch hail. McCracken, get ready for that. We also got a bunch of new severe thunderstorm warnings out here in Kansas. One of them is going to be for Marshall and Washington counties, and then there's another one for Marshall County as well. Colorado's got a new warning for Cheyenne and Kit Carson counties. That's going to be moving towards Cheyenne Wells. 1 inch hail. And then there's another new one down here in Texas for Borden and Dawson counties. 1 inch hail. Get ready. Go ahead, Andy.
Hey Ryan, I've got the y'all watch out for a little while now on this storm that's north of Pampa, Texas, and Miami, there in Roberts County, and a very remote area there. However, the cell has begun to turn more to the south and east, which is going to line it up with that same direction that our tornado warning storms have taken much further south in Texas. However, the environment is similar up here, and once the storms start to take that south and east turn, if we play the whole loop back, you'll see it traveling sort of due east with a big hail core. Once it starts moving south and east, that increases the winds that are pumping into the storm, and that means that we could see a tornado trend here with this storm. As it's over mostly remote areas, so hopefully if it's going to do something like that, it does it over these remote areas and nobody is impacted, and we see a beautiful tornado for anyone that's on that highway there. But we'll see how that evolves with time. Just something I'm noticing, given that the trend of tornado-producing storms down further south has been to turn to the south and east and then produce a tornado. So let's see if this one does the same thing. The y'all watch is there for that reason.
All right. Thank you so much, meteorologist Andy Hill. Y'all watch out. In Roberts and Hutchinson counties in Texas, Highway 70. Dangerous storm to be in. But once again, a lot of these storms today have been in mostly rural areas. When we first were, kind of sat down to monitor for standby mode, we had a tornado warning in Omaha. That's probably the most population that has been interacted with today with any of these warnings. Most of this has been happening out in the middle of nowhere, which is great. You know what I mean? I hope these storm chasers keep seeing tornadoes in fields like that. Feels like we're watching an episode of Storm Chasers here. It's like, whenever it's like this and we don't have towns that are getting ready to be hit, it almost feels like we're watching live PD, but instead of police officers, it's storm chasers, right? Or we're just going back and forth between all the different storm chasers and trying to see a tornado, son.
Southern South's got a big old wall cloud, beautiful inflow band, beautiful structure. I don't know if you guys are going to make it down here or want to, but it's looking good. Gas station, so might have eyes on it first.
Live RFD.
By the time I get there, that random they're on a collision course probably in about an hour. So by the time I get there, those probably will have already collided. So I'm debating whether I'm going to go that or not.
So I don't know if the person earlier was trolling or if they were being serious, but a DVD is never mind. I was going to make a dumb joke. But if you don't know what a DVD is, Google it. Okay? And then be like, wow. I can't believe there was hail that large. It's pretty big. Pretty big.
Ryan, wow. An incredibly generous super chat just came in from Sophia Johansdottir Health, all the way from Iceland. Sophia says, "Hi y'all from Iceland. Watch all your streams and love the job you're doing. Happy to be this far away from the tornadoes, but I also have volcanoes in my backyard. I have a question for you. My son lives in Silverstone, Colorado. Anything to worry about? Thank you so much for that amazing support, Sophia. Checking on Silverstone, Colorado for you now."
Yeah. Checking on that now. I think I don't know how to spell. I don't see a Silverstone. Yeah, I don't see, it's not on the map. But please tell me that it just nailed your name. Please tell me it said your name right, because I was very impressed by its pronunciation of the, what is that, Icelandic? Yeah, you're from Iceland, so Hopefully it got that right. But I think Colorado, everybody in Colorado is fine. There's honestly just one storm at this point that's causing problems, and it's over here near Kit Carson. So, and this is going to fade out over the next, hour or so. So no huge deal there. Our main problems are continuing to be over here in Texas, where we do have an observed tornado warning right now for Crosby and Garza counties in Texas. We got a tornado potentially still on the ground here near Canyon Valley, moving down to the south and east past Calgary and towards Verbena. And then we have another tornado warning in Texas over here for Rolling Springs. 2-inch hail, and we've seen this one. It's been on the ground multiple times, and we've got a live view of it. So this is all of our storm chasers. This is the storm that they're on right now. Oh yeah, here's a good one. This is from our behind-the-scenes team here, just for anybody who was curious.
Ryan, wow. Thank you so much to Olivia Clegg for this incredibly generous super chat. Olivia says, "Hi Ryan, just discovered your channel this past fall, and as someone who's been afraid of tornadoes my entire life, the way you talk about severe weather has been super informative and helped calm some of my fears. Thank you for all you and your team do." That's fantastic to hear, Olivia. Thank you again for your amazing support.
Yeah, thank you, Olivia. Yeah, town of Roaring Springs needs to continue to be in your safe spot. We still have a really dangerous storm kind of hovering over you there. It's still rotating enough to where all of our storm chasers are kind of, stalking around the city, just kind of, hovering around, just waiting. So, you're definitely not out of the woods just yet. 32 minutes left on that warning. So stay sheltered in Roaring Springs. You've probably got some large hail falling in town right now. Yeah, really incredible view here from Nick. Which Nick is actually, he's abandoned the northern storm, and he's made it all the way down here to the Crosbyton storm. So this is actually the observed tornado warning that he's on. So this is a live view from the Crosbyton storm, which is approaching Verbena right now in Texas. And then this is a view of a separate storm up there in closer to Roaring Springs. So we're watching both of these very closely. And we just got a new severe thunderstorm warning in Colorado. That's going to be for Lincoln County in Colorado. Ping pong ball size hail. Get indoors and away from windows. Hansford and Okeechobee counties in Texas also under a severe thunderstorm warning again here for 1-inch hail. Oklahoma and Harper County, you guys have a severe thunderstorm warning as well. And then over here, just to the west of Perryton, we just got a new severe thunderstorm warning for the Range community of Oklahoma. And we just got a new severe thunderstorm warning in Oklahoma for Beaver County. Doesn't include the town of Beaver, but it does include the Beaver River Wildlife Management Area and a little bit of Highway 412.
Yeah, I'm almost back up where you guys are at. I see that back there to the west.
Is that what DVD stands for? Digital video disc?
There's nowhere to pull into.
I didn't know that. Makes sense, always thought that somebody, whoever made that just looked at it and was like, you know what? That looks like a DVD. And then that was it. There's no rhyme or reason behind it,
Structure looks great on this thing, guys. And Daryl, again, thank you again for your super chat.
Yeah, this is going to be if these hold up in intensity after sunset, these are going to be some crazy lightning shots.
I think it is trying to come out.
It looks like there's a little lowering ahead of the precip, unless you're seeing something in the precip.
I'm seeing something in the precip.
What's VHS stand for? I have no clue.
Guys.
I don't even have a guess.
Sup, nerd? Your brake lights are beautiful, Freddie. I hope you know that.
Hey,
Video
man,
home system?
I'm very, very
Okay.
happy you installed those brake lights for me. Are we twinning now? Yes, sir.
If you're just now tuning in, this is a live look at the storm that's going through Roaring Springs in Texas right now. We just saw a beautiful tornado kind of happen west of town and didn't, as far as I can tell, didn't hit anything. And we're waiting to see if it's going to do it again. There is a tornado warning. If you're in Glen or Afton in Texas, you need to be taking shelter right now.
Yes, Jordan. Now, wait, is that a... Hold on.
It kind of looks like a donut in there.
I'm watching the Colorado storm for my daughter. So both of the Colorado storms are moving east towards Kit Carson, Cheyenne Wells, Burlington. Also, the town of Haswell may be in the path, but the farther east these goes, they're going to get a little bit weaker. I wouldn't worry too much about it. I think they're going to be fine.
It's definitely something there.
Still watching that storm in Oklahoma, Woods County.
I see that large lowering back in the rain, though.
Woods County, you guys are still under a tornado warning. Take shelter if you're in the town of Avard. And this is kind of the warning polygon doesn't include the town of Waynoka, but if you're watching from Waynoka right now, I would just take shelter just to be safe. But yeah, our main thing right now are these two massive supercells down here in Texas. These are the ones that have been causing our problems all day. Here's another great view of one of them from Afton, Texas. This is a live look from Storm Runner Media.
Ryan Julie Peak sent in a super chat. Alaska here. Always watching Ryan. You are the man.
Alaska.
Get back up to where you guys are. Maybe I could see from here.
Thank you for tuning in.
Is that a funnel, Brandon?
Yeah, it looks like a funnel on my roof camera.
Coming out of the rain.
All right, Weather Maestro Ryan, the chat is still recovering from the shock of someone not knowing what a DVD is, and they're now debating VHS versus Laserdisc-sized hail. Weather-wise, the anxiety seems to be brewing over Wichita, Kansas, and quite a few folks are asking about the outlook for Iowa on Monday. Oh, and about that Colorado spot from Sophia's donation earlier, chat's pretty convinced she meant Silverton or Silverthorne. Not Silverstone. Just saving you from another pronunciation adventure.
Oh, thank y'all. You guys are so helpful in the chat. Thankfully, we've got y'all about reading it for us. Wichita, you're fine. Storms are pretty far out right now. You're not even under the severe thunderstorm watch, so you're fine. Go ahead, Andy.
Hey, Ryan. Just another update on this Roberts County, Texas storm here north of Pampa. And I caught this one out about 13, 14 minutes ago. Again, it's moving more to that southeast direction. And just looking at it more since that last call out, it's evolved some. Definitely looks like it's punching down a hook there. The rear flank downdraft might be shooting down here. We may see this wrap up as a result in the near future, as also there are signs aloft further up in the volume of radar scans that this thing is begun to rotate much more rapidly in the upper layers. So watching this one closely would say we have a much greater chance at seeing this storm become tornadic in the near future. Again, over very rural areas right now in this county, but eventually it'll approach Highway 60 as it travels south and east.
Thank you so much, meteorologist Andy Hill, keeping us updated on the storm out here coming into Robertson, Hutchinson counties in Texas. Y'all watch out. The storm is in the vicinity of Canadian, Texas, and the Highway 60 corridor just to the south of there. So we'll keep you updated on if you guys need to be watching out for anything later.
Yeah, thank you for doing that, Connor.
We got a new severe thunderstorm warning in Shreveport, Louisiana. Ooh, this actually looks like it's probably producing some decent winds here. It's kind of bowing out right over the southern part of town. Look at that. Last couple of frames there. Strong winds likely coming into Mayors, Chateau Village, and the Southgate Estates area right now. Get indoors and away from windows in Shreveport, and just know that the Interstate 20 corridor is going to be a dangerous place between Shreveport and Mendon over the next little bit. I would not want to be on the roads out there during that. There's going to be an absolute downpour, and of course we're going to have very strong winds as well. That's going to go up past Benton and up towards Cotton Valley, Louisiana as well. And we just got a new severe thunderstorm warning in Oklahoma for areas north and west of Woodward. This includes Laverne, May, and Fort Supply. That's Ellis and Harper counties. Take shelter indoors and away from windows. Just to the east of Dodge City, we got a new severe thunderstorm warning that includes Spearville. And we just, the outflow boundary from this storm is going over the town of Dodge City right now. And it's looking like new convection is happening as a result of the rain-cooled air running into, more unstable air right over the town. So I wouldn't be surprised if we had a big storm pop up over Dodge City over the next 30 minutes to 45 minutes, which is something that we'll have to watch out for. I think it could possibly be a hailmaker, a damaging wind threat. So we'll keep an eye on it. Right now, most of the action is well off to the east of town, though. And we continue to have a tornado warning for Woods County, Oklahoma for the next 21 minutes. If they're going to expand that, if they're going to extend that, they might do it to the south and east a little bit. That might include Waynoka. Waynoka, you're not under a warning right now, but you're about to get hit by a very strong storm. Somewhat surprising. You're not at least under a severe thunderstorm warning, And then our tornado warning continues for Dickens and Motley counties in Texas. That's the storm that you're seeing through Brandon's feet above my head there. It's definitely not going anywhere. The storm is still very intense. We've got tons of lightning here, so there's a chance this thing's going to try to put down another tornado before it's all said and done as it crosses over Highway 70 south of Roaring Springs.
Ryan, Chris M. sent in a super chat. My wife and I started watching y'all because we have family in Texas, Tennessee, and Arkansas, and want to keep an eye on them. But we stayed for y'all bot. Keep up the amazing work.
I thank you. Glad we could help.
Ryan, wow. Trucker D just sent in an amazing super chat. Thank you so much. They shared that the hail earlier in Omaha was intense, sounding like handfuls of rocks hitting their truck. They're asking if you could touch base on the Iowa storms currently. Specifically, anything to worry about around Des Moines, up to the Mississippi Valley, along the Minnesota-Wisconsin border tonight.
There really is no rhyme or reason, like which chats that Y'allbot gets excited about. I don't get it. But thank you, Trucker D. As far as the storms in Iowa go, they are definitely
severe thunderstorm warning
less impressive right now than they were earlier. I know in Omaha earlier we had a bunch of reports of very large hail, 1 to 2 inch hail. Actually, we had a 3 inch report there in Douglas County. So Very large hail earlier around Omaha. We're not going to see anything like that tonight in Des Moines, but we might see some gusty winds. We'll definitely see some heavy rain. But these storms right now are below severe limits, and they're going to continue to probably be below severe limits as they go through Des Moines. We just got a destructive severe thunderstorm warning for Crosby, Dickens, Garza, and Kent counties in Texas. So they've expanded this warning out here all the way to Verbena and Red Mud. That's going to be for baseball size hail, and also the storm that Andy has a y'all watch on. They just upgraded that one to a PDS severe thunderstorm warning as well for larger than baseball size hail. So we've got 3-inch hail and destructive winds or strong winds up to 60 miles per hour, getting ready to move through the Highway 283 area. So we really want everybody off the roads between Miami and Spearman on 283 there. New severe thunderstorm warning in Major and Wood counties in Oklahoma as well. 70 mile per hour winds, ping pong ball sized hail. This now includes Waynoka, and this includes places like the Highway 412 corridor between Togo and Cheyenne Valley in Oklahoma. So get indoors and away from windows. They have allowed the tornado warning for that to go away, so that's good news. Talking about Colorado, it looks like Andy's watching a storm back here south and west of Carville. Low confidence that at some point this storm might need a tornado warning, so nothing to freak out about here. It's just saying, y'all watch out. We'll let you know. But if you want to be extra weather aware, you've got an early heads up on a slight chance of some increased activity here. Otherwise, without the tornado threat, we're still going to be looking at ping pong ball size hail and 60 mile per hour winds out here in Lincoln County, Colorado.
Ryan, Nick Normus reports sent in a super chat asking what's Harper Anthony, Kansas look like, and are you seeing any rotation there?
Anthony, Kansas. No, there's nothing going on around there right now. There are some storms way off to your south and west, but you're fine. You're fine in Anthony. So our two remaining tornado warnings are down here in Dickens and Motley counties. That's one of them just south of Roaring Springs. This storm is still rotating enough to produce another tornado. So we're going to continue to follow this one. And then the one in Crosby and Garza County, Texas is actually still confirmed. It's still an observed tornado warning, as we've had a report from weather spotters confirming a tornado as early as, or as recently, I should say, as 10 minutes ago. So Nick is on this one, so we should see something from his point of view here soon.
Looks like there's a little cone coming down now. Yeah, I think you're right, Fred. I think we have a tornado. Right here.
Talking about that white thing right in front of us, pretty much?
Oh! Yeah, I think that's the right spot. Yeah, it's literally... Oh, it's literally... due west.
So Brandon and these guys are inspecting the base of the storm out there near Roaring Springs. We're about to lose that little bit of daylight that we have left.
I see that.
That makes Brandon's camera here really highlight the contrast. So it's going to be harder to see stuff in probably about 10, 20 minutes.
I think there's a funnel. In the middle there or on the left side? They both look like funnels right now. Left side.
I've got it on my A7. I don't think it's a funnel.
It looked like I had one briefly back there and a little bit in the rain, but it's gone now.
Lots of lightning, though, that's for sure.
It looked like one for a brief couple of seconds.
Yeah, Des Moines fine. There's some storms coming tonight, but you're fine.
Gosh, I wish it were daytime so we could really see how fast.
Catch them. Thank you.
Yeah, I think I could see a nice cut coming around, like right in front of us, and now it looks like it's. I don't think that's a funnel yet. That's what I'm saying. Is that a cut, Freddie? I think it's a cut too.
The lightning on this is crazy. Is DFW fine? Yeah, you're fine.
Still might drop though. Radar's looking better.
How's Wichita Falls looking tonight? Let's see. Wichita Falls. Some of these storms might make it to Wichita Falls, but like, it's not likely. And if they do make it there, they will be. They're probably. I mean, they're not going to be the same as what we're talking about right now. So you're fine in Wichita Falls. I don't think you've got anything to worry about.
Thank you, Brandon. No, you can't.
That's not very lion of you.
Ryan, Vincent Hawkinson sent in a super chat. Says he's a 2-year viewer thanks to his 80-year-old grandma. His family is in the enhanced risk in southern Minnesota, and he's asking for any updates there since your last video.
Oh, yeah. You guys want me to talk about next week, don't you? I see. Well, there's not a whole lot of updates since my last video. Whenever we talk about these severe weather risks that are way out into the future, we really don't have a lot of new information until like the new day comes around. So we're going to have another video tomorrow, and we'll have some more information for you. But in case you haven't heard, or if you haven't watched today's video, you should go watch it. We've got a pretty substantial severe weather risk on Monday and Tuesday, but especially Monday around Iowa. I think we're going to be live. It's going to be a more traditional live stream where we know it's coming. We start before the storms get going, and it's likely going to be a big severe weather outbreak and all that kind of stuff. So it is overall it's a concerning looking setup. So if you live in the yellow or the orange areas here, you definitely need to be paying attention to the weather over the next couple of days, and of course be here when we go live inevitably on Monday. And then it's going to move off to the east on Tuesday, covering a large area from Detroit, southern Ontario, back through Chicago, Indianapolis, Louisville, Kentucky, St. Louis, down into Fort Smith, Arkansas, maybe Tulsa, and maybe this might make it all the way back down into the DFW region. But right now, it looks like the main focus area is going to be from about St. Louis up to Detroit. So yeah, that's going to cause us to do daily videos through the weekend, more than likely.
My position down the road. Just a bit in about a minute. It is, and it also stalled as well.
New considerable severe thunderstorm warning up here south of Spearman now. We're talking about golf ball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds over the next hour in Hansford, Hutchinson, Okeechobee, and Roberts counties in Texas.
Ryan White Alpha sent in a super chat. They're watching Brandon Kopic's stream and said it looks like the movie Twister out there with how dark that wall cloud is.
Yeah. Brandon's stream does look pretty nightmarish. But honestly, that's a really great way to look at the storms. He's cranked up the contrast so we can see better.
I hear like the whipping of the wind out there.
Ryan, wow. Check out this incredible super chat from Voodoo Aviation. They've been watching since the Rolling Fork tornado back in 2023. Love what you and the team do. Rock the merch often. And have been tuning in even more consistently since the Kentwood tornado back in March. Voodoo Aviation, thank you so much for that amazing support.
Yeah, thank you. And I swear, like we did like 50 of these the other day, and Y'allbot was kind of calm. It didn't do the Ryan wow thing. So I guess it just has different excitement levels depending on what's going on.
I'm gonna drop south now, I guess.
Yeah, I'll go here in a minute. We've got a little bit of traffic coming.
You hear me, Scott?
Wow. Ryan says, Ryan, thank you. Because of your teaching during your streams, I decided to become a local Skywarn spotter. That's awesome, dude.
Issued.
And thank you. That's a cool thing. Hopefully you submit reports and all that good stuff. You'll be a big help. A lot of our storm chasers have abandoned the northern storm and have went down to this more southern storm. And that's what we just got a new tornado warning for. Excuse me. So, back room, if we've got any eyes on Adam Lucio, Bryce Shelton, we might want to throw one of them up because they're on a completely different storm that I don't think we are monitoring it. Nick's on it, but yeah, maybe. Yeah, just keep a really close eye on Bryce. But yeah, that new tornado warning is going to be for Crosby, Garza, and Kent counties in Texas. I'll tell you what, Dylan, go ahead and put Bryce up there. Put him in 2. Put SRM in 4. All right, so this is a live look at the supercell that just got a new tornado warning on it in Crosby and Garza and Kent counties in Texas.
Hey Ryan, it's Bryce. We're on this tornado warning storm northeast of Post, Texas, and it does have a wall cloud trying to redevelop now, and it is rotating pretty good. No funnels at the moment though.
All right, so that's an update from Bryce. So now we've got a good view of all these storms here as they continue to crank up in Texas. This one still looks like it's got a really good chance of producing a tornado as it comes into the greater Verbena area. So hopefully everybody's taking shelter out there.
Ryan, Vincent Hawkinson sent in a super chat saying, "Bless you."
Thank you. And if it's not the tornado threat that you're taking shelter for, it should be the softball size hail threat, which is very much in place for all of Crosby, Garza, and Kent counties. Get indoors and away from windows. Oh, here's it. Yeah, why didn't we think of this? This is a good way to... There's your DVD size hail. Just got a flash flood warning from Motley County, Texas. So we're going to see some flash flooding problems tonight as well.
I'm gonna go back to Tac 2. You say something, Scott?
He's coming over to Tac 2 right now. He said he didn't think you were over there. Yeah, Jordan's over on Tac 2, Scott. You're still over here.
Cheyenne County, Colorado is now under a severe thunderstorm warning. It's going to be for quarter-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. So the quarter-size hail is going through Kit Carson right now. It's going to cross over Highway 287, then get into the rest of Cheyenne County. And then it'll be in a pretty rural area after that. Oh, I got to try something out. Does this work? I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but before, whenever we would switch to a new warning in this view, it would be like halfway cut off down here, but it should be centered now. Let's fly to another warning here. Give me just a second. Oh, yeah, that's beautiful. Now I don't even have to worry about moving it. Boom. Now that's smooth. So if you're just now tuning in, we've got a tornado warning over here in Crosby, Garza, and Kent counties in Texas. That one is weather spotters confirmed. We've got several live views of this thing that we're keeping an eye on here. We haven't seen it in a second, but we do believe that there's a tornado down here, so we need you to take shelter. We just got a new severe thunderstorm warning in Hansford and Sherman counties in Texas. And we just got another new severe thunderstorm warning in Major Woods and Woodward County in Oklahoma. Dylan, go ahead and flop or switch out Storm Runner and Bryce again, and put Bryce back if we get some more light. Nick has gotten a really good view of the storm that is producing the confirmed tornado warning here. So I think that's what we're looking at here. This is either the tornado or the wall cloud that was producing the tornado, or is it about to produce another tornado? But you can see that very big and obvious lowering there. This is a live look right now from just near Post, Texas, of our tornado warned storm.
Not looking as good as it did a few moments ago.
By the way, coming back over here to Andy's Y'all Watch in Roberts County and Gray County, Texas. This one's coming together quite well. I'm very surprised we don't have an official warning yet, an official tornado warning yet, as there's probably a tornado coming together right now just to the west of Highway 283, north and west of Miami. Do you guys say Miami in Texas? Let me know in the chat. But this is a dangerous storm, and we'll probably see a tornado warning for it here soon. Andy's got the Y'all Watch on it, so y'all watch out and definitely get ready to take shelter as soon as that warning comes out, which hopefully will happen here because the rotation's really kind of cranked up on that in the last couple of minutes. Tornado warning continues for Crosby, Garza, and Kent counties in Texas. And tornado warning also continues for Dickens and Motley counties in Texas, but that one's only going to last for another minute. We'll see if they replace that with a new one. If they do,
a new tornado.
Yep, they will. There it is. It's going to include Dickens and Motley counties once again, and it's going to include Elton and East Afton. So take shelter out there in Elton and East Afton in Texas. So yeah, just to the north of Pampa here, we got another very strong storm that we're waiting to see if they're going to issue a warning for. Go ahead, Andy.
Hey, Ryan. Finally, I think that we have a velocity scan worthy of a tornado warning. With those velocity couplet right in line with that hook echo on our storm northwest of Miami in Texas. So thinking that Miami will probably be in the tornado warning should be issued. It'll probably follow that Y'all Watch direction or just a little bit east of that. But I do think we'll see a tornado warning with that if it continues to look like that, especially. But yeah, I think I called that storm out, 37 minutes ago or something, and have been tracking it ever since then. So pretty good heads up there, and also pattern recognition with the storm turning to the south and east and eventually producing that hook echo. So let's see if we do get a warning for that, if that storm continues to be conducive for producing a tornado.
Thank you so much, meteorologist Andy Hill, who did draw our attention over here what seems like forever ago. And it sounds like it's Miami. So sorry about that. A new warning will be issued for Miami here soon. I don't know. Hopefully it's a tornado warning. But regardless, get ready for a big storm in Miami and along the Highway 60 corridor between Canadian and Pampa. It's going to be a very dangerous storm to be on the road for.
Jordan, I don't know if
Another severe thunderstorm warning for Ochiltree County in Texas. 60-mile-per-hour winds are going to be possible with that one.
radio will have tag 2 on it now.
Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate you.
And this storm over here continues to look like a daggone beast on radar in Crosby, Garza, and Kent counties. That's what we're seeing through some of our storm chaser feeds there. But Brandon's feed specifically, that's coming from the Roaring Spring storm, the tornado warning for Dickens and Motley counties in Texas.
Ryan, check out the super chat from AB Shoemaker.
Okay.
AB says she and her husband just completed elite spotter training on Monday. That's awesome. They love the channel, are always looking to learn more about weather, and wanted to say thanks for all you do.
Well, thank you and congratulations. That's super awesome. I appreciate the support. Yeah, we've lost a lot of that light that we were using to see the contrast there in Brandon's feed, but now the lightning is doing the job, honestly. So we've got pretty consistent lightning there. So if we see anything poking out, I mean, we're only going to have to wait, what, 1 second to see it again?
Ryan, holy cow. Huge thank you to Mike Wynn for this incredibly generous super chat. Mike says, totally appreciate what you do. Spread the love, people. We all need it. Wow. Mike, thank you so much for that amazing support and the wonderful message. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, Mike. Thank you. Holy cow. Everybody say thank you to Mike. Super huge shout out to you.
Yes, I can.
Yeah. I hope y'all about keep saying holy cow. That's a good.
I don't know. It looks like there might be something to our northwest for sure. Interesting new area rotation.
We continue to have a destructive severe thunderstorm warning up here for Hemp Hill and Roberts counties. This is 3-inch hail. Tornado possible. In fact, a tornado very possible in that storm. The tornadic part of that storm is actually about to exceed or go past the polygon there. So we should see a new warning here soon, whether it be a tornado warning or another elevated severe thunderstorm warning. So get ready for that in Miami, in Texas. So we just got a new considerable severe in Major and Woods counties in Texas. So that's going to be for golf ball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds coming down past Waynoka towards Highway 412 west of Clio Springs. Man, this supercell over here in Crosby County is just continuing to look downright nasty. We continue to believe there could be softball size hail in there. So take shelter if you're in the path. Yeah, there is a little bit of a chaser traffic jam out there, that's for sure. This is a popular time of year for storm chasers. This is a popular part of the country to storm chase in.
Ryan got a super chat from Marshall M. He says, thank you, Ryan, for all you do. Grew up in Southeast 10 during the 2011 outbreak, and it's why I'm a firefighter now. What you're doing saves lives, and it's needed. Adds that he and his girlfriend tune in daily from Colorado.
Well, thank you, Marshall. Thank you for everything you do, too. And speaking of daily, we've literally been doing almost daily videos on the channel now. So I'd say it's become a lot of, like, you know, it's a part of a lot of people's, what would you call that? The noon routine? Because we don't really get them out in the morning. It's more towards like 11 or 12. But yeah, hopefully you guys are liking the daily videos. Anytime there's something in the future to talk about, the plan now is to just keep doing updates until we get to it. And then usually we end up doing a live stream whenever we finally get there. If you're just now tuning in, we are covering a severe weather outbreak right now. And our main storm that we're tracking is in Crosby, Garza, and Kent counties in Texas. We've got softball size hail and an observed tornado coming into the greater Crosby County area. We got a lot of storm chasers on this, but it's getting harder and harder to see the storms because we're losing daylight. Yep.
Ryan, Shane Morris sent in a super chat. He says he was talking
This
with
is
his
the
friend
Oprah guy.
Oprah Winfrey today
Yes.
about you possibly live streaming the storms. And apparently, Oprah turned to him and said, Ryan Hall? I call him the Oprah Winfrey of weather.
Shane, thank you. Shout out to you. This guy. I just saw the name and I said, oh, that's the Oprah guy. Hey, thank you for sending this in, Sean. This is from Sean's mom from Waynoka, Oklahoma. So we've been talking about that storm a lot. We just got a new severe thunderstorm warning, by the way, up here in Colorado. This is going to be for Kiowa County. Ping pong ball size hail. Now coming out of Kit Carson down towards Eads. Highway 287 is going to be a dangerous place over the next 20 minutes or so in Colorado near Kit Carson. We also just got a new severe thunderstorm warning for Crosby and Dickens counties in Texas. This is east of Lubbock.
It seems like this thing should just die, and then it just keeps trying to drop the weirdest tornadoes.
And we continue to have a destructive severe thunderstorm warning for Hemp Hill and Roberts counties in Texas. We still got a significant amount of rotation on this one. This right here, this couplet is why we think there's a good chance a tornado warning might need to come out of this at some point. So y'all watch out in Miami.
Well, that makes their decision easy.
I think that Storm Runner's probably going to lose.
As this looks like the real deal. I'm very surprised we don't have a tornado warning.
Tornado
on there.
warning has been
Oh, is that
issued.
it? Yeah, there it is. Okay. Phew, there we go. Roberts County, Texas, you are now under a tornado warning. So we've got that rotation here. Let me see if that's near anything. But the moral of the story here is the town of Miami, even though you're not technically included in the warning polygon there, I would take shelter. And yeah, this thing is like, this tornado is in the best place. I mean, you couldn't be farther away from stuff. I mean, there is nothing even remotely close to this. Okay, I take that back. There's something. I don't know what this is. Whatever these are. And this. So hopefully we're reaching these people and they're taking shelter. Tornado, if it's on the ground, which we believe that it is, it's right there. It's coming right towards whatever that is. But other than that, there's like not a lot of anything out here. But take shelter if you're in Roberts County, Texas.
New information. This tornado warning has been upgraded.
All right, so they went ahead and upgraded that. So we do have a tornado on the ground. It's big, from what I'm hearing.
Maybe stuffed crust?
Got some chicken nuggets and rice waiting for me at home.
This is a big tornado on the ground right now near Miami, Texas.
Ooh. Good lightning, without a doubt. Good lightning.
There's actually a few storm chasers who are actually on that. I am retweeting some videos and pictures of it right now. But nobody on our system is on. They're all on the other storm. And of course, we want to protect the copyright of our storm chasers.
All right, core punch this thing in a minute. Yep, it just started tripping.
A new tornado warning has
So if
been
you're just now
issued.
tuning in, we've got a confirmed tornado down just to the north and west of Miami. I'm not too. This is in a very good place for there to be a tornado. There's not a lot of stuff out here, but if there is anybody in Roberts County, Texas, you need to take shelter. And we're just going to hope that this doesn't make it all the way down to the town of Miami. It's moved down to the south and east a little bit more now. Let's get an updated look at where it is. It's just getting closer to that thing that I was showing you earlier. There looks to be some sort of homestead, some sort of farm, some sort of very remote living space and like a working facility out here that this is getting close to. Outside of that, it's going to cross a bunch of nothing until it gets closer to the Miami Roberts County Airport. So if you're in Miami, take shelter now. We also just got a new warning, a new tornado warning for Garza and Kent counties in Texas as this supercell continues to rotate like a top as it moves down to the south and east towards Verbena in Garza and Kent counties. So take shelter now. That's going to be softball size hail and a tornado coming in soon. We also got a new severe thunderstorm warning in Ellis, Harper, and Woodward counties in Oklahoma. This includes the town of Woodward. 1.5-inch hail coming down Highway 183 here soon. Big tornado on the ground associated with the Miami storm, and unbelievable. Meteorologist Andy Hill once again gave us probably 40 minutes heads up on this before there was ever even a warning. So we've got to give huge props and a big shout out to Andy. Oh my gosh, it's not Miami. Well, that's what it is now. I just changed it.
All right, guys, we're gonna give it a little poke, a little core poke. Little bitty core poke.
Yeah, so all of our live feeds here are coming from the Crosbyton storm. Or honestly, I should call it the Post storm now. It's closer to Post, Texas. Our most concerning looking storm on radar right now is definitely the Miami at Roberts County, Texas storm. So we're going to kind of continue to lock in on this. Definitely a big tornado on the ground. It is not near a lot of things right now, so we're hoping that it kind of tires out before it gets to Miami. But if it gets to Miami, it's likely going to cause some problems out here. This is a decent-sized town. It would come into the town on the side where the Cowboys and Roses motel is, and then exit on the Warrior Field side. But hopefully it doesn't even get there, but it could, so let's take shelter anyways. Louisiana, we got a new severe thunderstorm warning out there. North and east of Shreveport now, north of Minden. This is going to include Cotton Valley and Shongaloo and Haynesville. Get indoors and away from windows. Also, new severe thunderstorm warning in Pecos and Terrell counties in Texas. Quarter-size hail coming into the Sanderson area here soon. And another new severe thunderstorm warning in Oklahoma for Major Woods and Woodward counties in Oklahoma. That's going to be coming over Highway 412 in just a few moments. It is Miami. Yeah, I think people are they're trying to distract us. I think that's what's happening. And it ain't working anymore. After I call a town a certain name, after a few, iterations of trying to get it right, I'm just going to settle on something. And that's going to be that town's name, at least from my perspective.
All right, let's pray.
Yeah, the sound you're hearing, that's just Brandon's stream. I've got it on.
Louis, thank you for the button. This is life, the way we live it. All the things we do and continue to do, Lord, we pray that you glorify you today. We love you. We love you.
Just waiting to see if I hear him hooting and hollering so we know to, pull him up full. Which honestly, Brandon's probably not the best one for that because he actually stays pretty calm and collected. I don't know if you guys saw Brandon's video of being like right next to the Lake City tornado. I don't think he said a word during that. He just kind of pointed the camera at the tornado, let it happen. He might have said like, wow,
A new PDS severe
so I probably need to find somebody
thunderstorm
louder
warning has
to
been
listen to if I'm going to do that. All right, we just got a new PDS severe thunderstorm warning for the town of Miami and a lot of Roberts and Hemp Hill counties in Texas. So even beyond the tornado warning portion of the storm out here, this big supercell is producing large hail and damaging winds as it comes into the rest of Hemp Hill and Roberts counties in Texas, especially over there across Highway 60. There is a storm chaser that's like right in that core. I wonder if they've got anything worth showing here. Oh, yes, they definitely do. Dylan, put this up immediately. Okay, so this is a dangerous storm coming into the Laura in Mendota area. And this is a live look at that. Look at the structure on this, man. Once again, this is the storm that's coming into Miami, sorry. In Texas, this is the one with the tornado on the ground. We've got a live shot of it now from Corey, who's in Roberts County. This is the storm that is dropping currently 3-inch hail that's larger than baseball size hail. And it also has a tornado in there. And we've got 60-mile-per-hour winds on top of the tornado. So like everybody in the supercell here, that whole part of the road that Corey's on right now is about to be an extremely dangerous place to be. But if this continues to produce a tornado, Corey's going to have a great shot of it right here in just a few moments. We're kind of behind some trees right now. Velocity on radar doesn't look as impressive as it was, but I would still stay sheltered out there in the Miami area. I didn't know you had so many daggone trees out here. God, that is a crazy view from Corey there in Roberts County in Texas.
A new tornado warning.
All right, so they've extended the tornado warning. This now officially includes the whole town of Miami. So, if you needed that to take shelter, now's your time, but hopefully you've already been there. This is a live look at the incredible supercell that's about to come right into Miami, Texas. We've got a tornado that was on the ground with us just moments ago. We haven't had a confirmed report of that again for a while. So this new tornado warning is radar indicated rotation, but this thing looks like it's very capable of producing another tornado if it doesn't still have one down. So please take shelter. Even without the tornado threat, this is going to have a huge hail threat as well. We've got a destructive severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Miami. Yeah, so there was a huge tornado on the ground with this just a few moments ago. And we're just going to assume that it still is. And we're going to take shelter in Miami. All right, let's go back to a couple of these other tornado warnings just to make sure we're continuing to keep everybody updated here. Radar indicated rotation continues to be the case down here on our Garza and Kent County storm. Take shelter down there for the next 23 minutes. And we also still have a tornado warning for Dickens and Motley counties in Texas for the next 23 minutes as well.
This tornado warning has been upgraded.
All right, so they went ahead and upgraded the rest of the Miami tornado warning up to observed. So we do believe officially now that there is a tornado on the ground, a large tornado on the ground, and this is getting dangerously close to Miami. We have to start thinking about the very real possibility that this will potentially hit Miami in the next little bit. And this is a live look from Roberts County of that storm as it approaches Miami. So Robert or Corey here is in the town looking down towards that rotating part
this tornado
as it comes towards
has
him.
Been upgraded.
They also just upgraded the Garza and Kent County, Texas storm as well. So we've got potentially, here, there's a tornado on the ground with this one. Put that up, Dylan. There's a tornado on the ground near the town of Verbena. Tornado on the ground near the town of Verbena right now. Storm chaser, what's his, Scott Peak? Has it? So take shelter right now if you are in the Verbena area. This is Highway 2008 all the way down to Highway 380. I tell you what, Dylan, put that in 4. Put it in 4 right now so I can see it on my end. So if you're just now tuning in, we've got a lot of stuff going on right now. This live shot that you're looking at here is at Roberts County, Texas, where we've got a tornado approaching the town of Miami. Hopefully, we've got everybody into their safe spots there. You want to get into the lowest floor of the most sturdy building that you can get in. You want to protect your head. Bring a helmet. Protect your head with the pillows, blankets, whatever you can. You want to put as many walls between you and the outside world as possible. Bring me with you. Wear a pair of shoes. And just get ready as this looks like a very powerful storm that's going to go right into Miami. We also have a large hail threat here as well. There's a destructive severe thunderstorm warning. We have another storm chaser, Brandon Kopic, and a little bit closer to Matador, Texas, where there's a storm up here near Roaring Springs. And we'll keep you updated on that one as it continues to evolve. But for the most part, right now, we are really keeping an eye on two main storms. Our two main storms are this one down here in Garza and Kent County in Texas, where weather spotters have recently saw a very large tornado near Verbena moving down towards Highway 380. And then, of course, the Miami storm as well. That's the other one that we're keeping the closest eye on. I really hope that this one lets up, because it's making a beeline right towards the town. Yeah, there's actually been a really decent amount of tornadoes today. Right now, the tornado that's coming towards Miami is getting awfully close to, it's probably visible from the Miami Roberts County Airport, which is, I think, where Corey is right now. But he's repositioning a little bit. So if you're just now tuning in, the town of Miami, Texas needs to take shelter. We have several other warnings as well. We have severe thunderstorm warnings in Kansas, Texas, and Colorado. But we're kind of hyper-focusing on this situation here in Texas right now. We just got a new considerable severe thunderstorm warning for Kiowa County, Colorado. So that storm's continuing to cause golf ball size hail as it goes down towards Brandon.
Went to Crosbyton to get gas. There's water everywhere.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
And we just got a new tornado warning actually in Oklahoma.
For the B&B.
For this storm that's over here in Ellis, Harper, and Woodward County.
PSN for Allen Reed.
Decent amount of rotation here between Fargo and Fort Supply. That's going to come down towards the Fort Supply Lake. Tangier and Woodward. Woodward, the western side of town, is under this warning, so take shelter now. Once again, that's Ellis, Harper, and Woodward counties in Oklahoma. Some of the places that are in the path here include the Lakeside Cinema and the Wendell Hatchett Community Center. So here's an up-close and personal view of the Roberts County, Texas storm that is coming into Miami. Tornado on the ground here, about to move into the town. I really hope that it lifts.
Yeah, that's how it's got mine on 287. I'll have to stop and get gas at some point. I got 99 miles till I'm deep.
Yeah, it's alright. I didn't have service.
It doesn't look like it's very visible. From what I can tell, just looking at Corey's feed here. But it's in there somewhere.
All right, guys. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. As always, all your Venmo, PayPal, Cash App donations, your super chats, Hot Pocket, Nathan, Jennifer, Daryl. Thank you guys all so much for your guys'.
So there's that storm, and then we're going to also go back and forth between that one and the other confirmed or observed tornado in Garza and Kent counties. This one's also still on the ground right now. We got a tornado out here in Garza and Kent counties between Verbena and the Highway 380 area east of Post. So this doesn't include the town of Post, but it is definitely moving towards areas that might be considered Post along Highway 380 there, just to the east of town.
The only reason I'm keeping the stream up is for the potential tornadoes up north.
Yeah, I think the Miami one is definitely rain wrapped. I think we've got a really good shot of the base of the storm from Corey, and what we're seeing there is mostly rain and hail. How can you tell the tornado's on the ground with such limited visibility? Well, you can tell it's on the ground from by looking at the radar, and then also we had there's other storm chasers out here other than just Corey, who have had a little bit closer and more apparent visuals of the tornado. So it's not just Corey, it's not just this one storm chaser that's saying that the tornado's down. There's multiple reports that's come in of that.
Husky, everybody, Rich, everybody that's always here. Thank you guys so much for your support. I know I'm missing mods, but you guys know. You guys know. You guys are awesome. Keeping the chat in line and running is what's important. So we're going to keep the stream up because we are headed northbound right now. We may go intercept that's near, that's currently dropping tornadoes up northeast of Pampa. But big old W mods. Big old W for our mods. We got the best.
Go ahead, Andy.
Hey Ryan, I just retweeted the storm chasing image of the year from that Miami storm about 15 minutes ago. So that's what I've just been looking at for a while and processing. And some more in-depth coverage of this southern tornado warning here, south and east of Lubbock now. I think we have two tornadoes going on at the same time. I'm not sure if you mentioned that, but that new cycle to the south and east probably briefly produced a tornado, kind of similar to the one we saw near Roaring Springs earlier in the day, where it remains stationary in this spot almost. And the one to its north and west in the previous cycle is still ongoing as well. So I just about bet that there were two separate tornadoes ongoing at the same time there in Garza County. And then now that I've covered that, I just want to issue just some immense concern for the town of Miami in Texas. I know I talked about you guys first over an hour ago at this point, and given the best heads up that I could. So at this point, I really hope that nothing happens there, but I also really hope that all the coverage we've had so far, the evolution of this cell, well before it was even looking like it could produce a tornado, that has gotten the word out there. So I'm really hoping that it just weakens there and it doesn't impact the town, but we know there's a tornado ongoing. One of the best storm chasing images you'll ever see on Twitter right now from that storm is, going to move into Miami. So just an interesting contrast between, the danger and also the sheer beauty. I don't think I've seen a better comparison of that recently, so something to think about.
All right, thank you, meteorologist Andy Hill, Miami. We're really hoping that this thing is gonna skip by town, or maybe lift or whatever. But regardless, there's going to be a huge storm in Miami here soon. We're gonna have very large hail. We're going to have the very real chance of having a tornado on the ground as it comes through Miami, between downtown and all the way up there towards the airport. So please take shelter if you haven't already. And you want to stay there at least for the next 11 minutes, but probably even longer than that. Corey Gherkin has a view of the Garza County storm. So this is also another one that has been producing a tornado here recently. I don't know if it's still on the ground right now. I think Corey's trying to give us a shot of the base, but this is still an observed tornado warning. So we need you to stay in your safe spots out here around the town of Urbana, at least for the next 11 minutes as well. So this is a live shot of the Garza County tornado warning as this moves towards Highway 380. We also have a considerable severe thunderstorm warning for Hansford and Hutchinson counties in Texas. This is going to be for 2-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds, tornado possible. Get into your safe spot. Go ahead and switch 3 and 4, Dylan, and maybe give a refresh to 1. I don't know if that one's moving. There we go. So this one, Corey here is getting awfully close to the base of this storm. He's on the storm that's coming into Miami. So if there's anything to see here, we're going to see it from his point of view, but I don't think we're going to see much. I think that we've got it at this point. This is the tornado is probably wrapped in rain and hail, and that's really unfortunate for anybody that might be unaware of the danger of this storm, because maybe somebody's out there looking at this thing and just thinking it's a big wall of rain heading towards them, but there's likely a big tornado hidden in there, about to cross over Highway 60, either in Miami or near Miami right now. And this is a live view of it. And then at the same time, in a different part of the state over here, farther to the south and east, we have a confirmed tornado warning as well for Garza County. And this is a live view of that. Softball size hail in this storm, by the way. Corey's got a great camera here. I wonder what he's using. This is like perfect for nighttime. This is another one of those rooftop PTZ cameras, ain't it? Wow. Just an incredible shot there. Whenever the lightning illuminates the cloud feature there again, really take that in, because this is just a wild looking structure on this storm moving into Miami, Texas right now.
I didn't get any of that, Freddie.
And for those of you who are just tuning in, we do believe there is a tornado on the ground right now about to come into the Miami area.
With like the meso above it, and it was a really cool shot. And then it got raindropped as I tried to get on it.
It's very close to both the town. Go ahead and refresh that again, Dylan. The town of Miami and the Miami Roberts Airport.
There you are, Freddie.
Someone talking to us?
No, he was just mentioning it that you guys had a similar view for a little while.
Which we never got a good view of that.
Yeah, that's a crazy looking storm for sure. Yeah, there's a lot of lightning for sure with these storms, but it is a little bit less than I guess what we've been seeing in some of these other storms we've been tracking. So it's kind of unsettling. You never know what you're going to see in the next flash. We were I don't even remember which one it was, but just a few nights ago we were tracking a storm where there was no space between lightning strikes, and you could see the whole cloud. You could see the whole thing constantly. This one is a little bit more. There's some more suspense because there's a little bit of time between each strike. Saw the tweet about DVD size hail. Yeah, we actually had DVD sized hail today. We've got softball size hail falling in Garza County right now. Latest update on the approximate location of the rotating part of the storm that could be producing the tornado here near Miami. It's getting closer and closer to the airport. Dylan, you'll want to reload it again. Looks like we were looking at a loop there. Maybe pull it out and then put it back in from the map. Yeah, Clarksville, Tennessee's fine. You guys are good. Yeah, Corey might have lost service because I'm pretty sure that's a loop. But keep it playing anyways. That's our most recent view of the Miami storm. Where there is an observed tornado about to cross Highway 60 somewhere between the Miami Roberts County Airport and the Turkey Crossing RV Park. Everybody in Miami and Laura needs to be in their safe spots. We are talking about seconds at this point. All right, let's go back and check in on our other warning.
A new tornado
Weather
warning
spotters
has been issued.
I confirmed a tornado still down here in Garza County. This is 4-inch hail and an observed tornado down here as well. And this is a live look at that one from Corey Gherkin. And we just got a new tornado warning.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
So they've expanded the warning on past Miami now. It goes all the way farther into Hemp Hill and Roberts counties. They've taken that observed tag off of it. It's back to radar indicated. We also got a new tornado warning for the Crosby and Dickens and Garza County tornado. And this is also back down to a radar indicated rotation. So it's been a minute since we've had an official report of a tornado actually being down with either of these storms. So we don't. We no longer have that observed tag.
Yeah, we're heading north right now, guys, to check out those storms to the north.
Crazy luck. We should have cratered out the windshield there.
It at least heading in that direction just in case.
I'm not going to complain because now
But of course, the reason why we might have not have had a report in a little while is because it's so daggone hard to see. But that's we still need to assume that there's a big tornado down, especially if we're in the town of Miami. Hopefully, nobody has even thought of leaving their safe spot just yet. This is an incredibly dangerous storm for you.
there's a fat freaking pipe down, and I was trying to get close. So if something blew that out, I would just face the consequences. Connor would do anything for a fat pipe.
I'm just saying, Connor had the lion mentality. I don't know why you would have.
Yeah, there's a couple different storm chasers out here on the Miami one.
Yeah, like if there's a big tornado on the ground, you have to go in. No, I got it. No, I
Oklahoma City. I don't think that you guys have too much to worry about in Oklahoma City. The storms will move there later.
New information, this tornado warning has been upgraded.
They're going to get weaker as they go that far to the east. You guys are under a marginal risk, and you're right on the edge of it. All right, so they've upgraded the warning again. So now we've got another confirmed report of a tornado on the ground here in Hemp Hill or Roberts counties. This is crossing over Highway 60 right now. We're really going to hope that the town of Miami gets missed here. It's going to go right between, at least from what I can tell on radar. I'm hoping that this is right, but it looks like it's going to thread the needle between the Roberts County Park and the airport. And if that's the case, then this is going to hit like Highway 60 just northeast of town, and hopefully there won't be too much damage. However, if a tornado were to hit Miami, especially of the magnitude that this storm is capable of producing, there would be significant damage. So hopefully everybody's underground, sheltering right now. And then if you're in Miami and you're listening to me right now, please let us know how you're faring in 5-10 minutes. We should the vast majority of the storm should be past you, and it should be okay to come out of your safe spot. But for now, you've got to stay in there, stay hunkered down, and also in Laura, the town of Laura, you guys need to stay in your safe spot as well.
I didn't see the tornado for probably half its lifetime. By the time I actually got into it, it was already gone. But in another world, I get up on him while it's roping out or something, and I just get like a violent rope.
Now, Corey is down. Like he's not even online anymore on our side, but for some reason we continue to get a loop from him. So, maybe put somebody else in one. And then keep trying Corey and monitoring that, just see if we get him back, because he's our closest person. We got a severe thunderstorm warning, by the way, for Canadian. We've been talking about you guys tonight as we've been tracking that storm off to your south and west. We've had honestly a part of the storm that's producing the tornado down there near Miami. It's kind of forked off, and now it's went over towards Canadian. This is going to bring in a 2-inch hail, potentially lemon-size hail, into Canadian over the next 30 minutes. So y'all get indoors and away from windows. And then there's another storm heading down the same path that the Miami storm has taken, bringing about 1.5-inch hail. So y'all get ready for that in Hutchinson and Roberts counties once again. Another storm or a severe thunderstorm warning in Colorado. Wow. This is a decent storm that's just popped up here recently to the south and east of Pueblo and south and west of Boone. Quarter-size hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. It's coming over there towards the Highway 50 corridor near Boone, so y'all get ready for that.
Also for note, guys, check out his live.
It's actually not as bad as I thought it could be.
I bet
Anything for Lubbock? The most of these storms right now are east of Lubbock. I can't say that a storm won't form near Lubbock though soon. Yeah, you guys are under a tornado watch for the next couple of hours, so you definitely want to be paying attention to the weather.
Corey said that he was like, I don't know what was in that pool, but man, my shit's so gone now.
Yeah, we've got Corey Gherkin pulled up. He's down there.
Absorb the minerals.
Yeah, no, we didn't necessarily plan on streaming today, but there's going to be a lot of days like today with our new system where we are on standby mode, and if enough storms happen, like we'll go live, and that's what happened today. So we knew that there were going to be storms. We purposefully set aside time to sit here and see what they were going to do, and turns out they did do stuff, and it's a good thing we were here waiting on them, right? So that's what standby mode's all about.
I don't have any problems up here.
Probably just happened in a DL and I, because I mean, you know.
That does make a lot of sense.
Top radar ahead, Freddy. There's a top ahead.
Dang, I just went through.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything out of Miami, and the rotation looks a little bit less robust now. But we don't want to use too much phrasing that might make people think that this is no longer a threat. This is definitely still a strong
tornado
storm.
warning
And
has
we
been
need to
issued.
stay sheltered. We just got a new tornado warning, by the way, for a storm to the north and west of the Miami storm. This is for Hansford and Hutchinson counties in Texas. Radar indicated rotation for the next 26 minutes. So this will impact Highway 136 and 281 over the next 26 minutes.
At zero service and take it. We passed.
Clarksville, Tennessee is just fine.
Yeah. I'll pull off with you. I got like 50 miles left.
Was the voice deeper? No, it wasn't. Yeah, softball size hail. That's what was on this tornado warning just a few minutes ago. Now it's lemon sized hail, so still very large hail with the storm down here in Crosby County.
Oh. Yeah, I should be able to make it work.
Kentucky's good. Tennessee's good. Y'all don't have anything to worry about.
Yeah, I'm losing it like crazy too.
Yeah, if you're in Miami, Texas, you still need to be in your safe spot right now.
I just need your password. I need your username.
We do still have a tornado warning in Oklahoma for Woodward. That's going to go on for 10 more minutes. I don't know if they'll extend that, but if they do, we'll let you know. So stay in your safe spots at least for the next 10 minutes in Woodward, Oklahoma, out there in Ellis and Woodward counties. Golf ball size hail is about to move in and a potential tornado.
No, I can unlock it. I lock it with the app.
I'll show you something good. Oh, I didn't realize Great, I missed my road. God dang it. Now I'm just heading west towards Memphis.
Yeah, if you hear another audio, I'm listening to Brandon's feed.
Load, load, load.
Oh, is that Mr. Freddie McKinney himself? That's who that was, wasn't it? In front of Brandon?
A new PDS severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
New PDS. Severe thunderstorm warning way down yonder in Pecos and Terrell counties in Texas. That's baseball size hail. 70-mile-per-hour winds moving over towards Sanderson. Take shelter. Treat that as if it's a tornado warning. And get into your tornado safe spot for the next several minutes. And we still have a confirmed tornado warning on the Miami storm. Oops. But thankfully, the rotation and the radar presentation looks a lot less concerning now. Thoughts on Monday? I've got a lot of thoughts on Monday outlined in today's video. If you guys want to go watch that. And I'm going to wake up bright and early tomorrow, and I'm going to make another video for you with my updated thoughts on that. Nothing has really changed since this morning. It looks like it's going to be a severe weather outbreak. It looks like a pretty serious situation, especially in Iowa. So we're going to be covering that daily all the way up until Monday, and then we'll be live again on Monday in a more traditional sense for probably, who knows, like 10 hours or more, and
New information.
All that good stuff.
This tornado warning has been upgraded.
All right, so they they re-upgraded this tornado warning again for Crosby, Dickens, and Graza counties. Weather spotters have confirmed a tornado once again, and this has still got 2-inch hail with it. So all of these storm chasers down here, one of them have reported a new tornado, and that means it's time to get back to shelter in Verbena.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
And we just got a new tornado warning in Ellis and Woodward counties, so they've extended that warning down to Sharon. So now Sharon, Oklahoma, you guys are under a tornado warning as well. You're going to want to take shelter, lowest floor, interior room, bring me with you, wear your shoes. And I think we're going to be okay out here in this one, but definitely something that you want to take seriously and you want to take shelter for. It's unfortunately going to last an hour, this warning. But yeah, Woodward, you're technically in that warning too. It's weird. The town is kind of in 2 separate warnings, but also the eastern side of town isn't in any warning. I would take shelter if I was in Woodward just to be safe. New considerable severe thunderstorm warning for Hemp Hill, Roberts, and Wheeler counties. That's going to go all the way down to Mobeetie with 2.5-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds.
Alright guys, give me a second here. So the day as a whole was quite fun. Don't mind my light hanging here. Today as a whole was quite fun. I'm actually coming to really enjoy this camera angle here.
Why aren't they using the world's brightest spotlights on trucks to light up tornadoes when they chase at night? Well, that'd have to be a pretty dangerously bright light. And also, we've got nature's light that helps us. It's hard to beat lightning. So yeah, I mean, I know Brandon's car does have a big spotlight on it, but I don't think it's going to be, it's not going to illuminate a tornado unless he was too close to it,
When everything's working, that is. I think it's pretty cool. It's just neat to give you guys a different perspective. I wish it was a little bit wider angle, but still pretty cool. Even though I just literally wedged it into.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of our storm chasers are done. Looks like we're having an after chase powwow at the Valero. But that doesn't mean the storms are done, especially not this one up here towards Miami. If you're in Hemp Hill, Roberts, or Wheeler counties, you got to stay in that safe spot. And then even the storm that the storm chasers are on, This one is still a confirmed tornado. Weather spotters were confirmed. Sorry, and there's 2-inch hail here, and this storm is actually approaching Bryce Shelton. Which, what in the world are we looking at there? So did I just see legs in the sky? What did you guys see that? What was just happening right there?
Where are you going? I was just waiting for Freddy.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. There must have been an interior light in the cab, and that was a reflection on the windshield. Okay, I was kind of... All right, yeah, that makes sense.
So, is it looking like good tomorrow, or does anybody really look?
But Bryce is right in the path of that dangerous storm that's heading down towards 380. He's on 380.
So, classic, they'll go freaking slight risk. Yeah, I mean, last I saw it was looking like supercells up there. Yeah, it looks like a 0ZH says multiple supercells. It looks better than these last couple days that have had slight risk.
Oh, we lost Bryce. We're going to have to refresh him or wait for him to come back there. If you're just now tuning in, we continue to have a confirmed tornado warning for Crosby, Dickens, and Garza counties in Texas. This also includes Kent County, Texas. This is definitely the one that has, the most rotation that, I can see on radar right now. So we're really watching Bryce Shelton's feed. But we can't forget about our other tornado warning that continues over here for Hansford and Hutchinson counties in Texas as well. You guys remain under a tornado warning for the next 17 minutes. And then we also... we continue to have a considerable severe thunderstorm warning for Miami, but the tornado warning for this storm has been allowed to expire.
When I was remounting it, and the impact spun the monitor around so hard it ripped out the charging port. The monitor was just for visual perspective.
So our main focus at this point is going to be these continuing tornado warnings, especially this confirmed weather spotters confirmed tornado warning for Garza and Kent counties in Texas. We're going to watch this storm approach Bryce Shelton's location.
Jeremy, thank you for your super chat. Hold on, I got this. No, shut up.
We've been live here for about 3 hours. It's Thursday, April 24th, 2025. 11 local, 10 central, 3Z.
Oh, I'll show you something, BC.
Lots of people are tuning in and asking about Monday and future severe weather events. I just want to remind everybody that we've got an action-packed, information, full video on the channel that we posted this morning. We'll have another one tomorrow. And we will all be gathered here again likely on Monday talking about storms in Iowa, Nebraska, Kansas, possibly Texas again, but also Oklahoma.
All right, Ryan, try not to see any more floating legs for a sec. While the chat recovers from the Legnado incident, viewers are still anxiously watching that storm near Post, wondering about its impact on Abilene, and folks in Iowa are buzzing about current rumbles and definitely bracing for Monday. Also, a quick friendly note from chat. Miami, Oklahoma is pronounced Miami.
That's what I've been saying, ain't it? Miami? That's what I've been saying. Abilene, I don't think this storm will make it to you. I think you're all right. There might be some storms near Abilene early in the morning or much later tonight, but I don't think it'll be like this, so you guys are okay. Sanderson, you guys are now officially under a considerable severe thunderstorm warning. This is in Brewster, Pecos, and Terrell counties in Texas. We're talking about 70-mile-per-hour winds coming into Sanderson within the next 45 minutes in ping-pong-size hail. Kansas, new warning in Kansas. This is for Graham County in Kansas. North of Hill City. 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds moving towards Nicodemus.
Wait, is there an actual lion? Behind you. Did I miss it? Right behind you. Where's Eli? Is he dying in there?
He just got in the bathroom.
Oh my gosh.
He was in there for like 15 minutes. So
he should have just pooped in the ditch.
Yes, Clarksville, Tennessee can go to sleep.
Eli.
So we couldn't quite do that.
I don't exactly trust an all bathroom though. I mean,
Yeah, well, when duty calls, you gotta do what you gotta do. What are we, like an hour 40, hour 30?
I think hour 30 from the B&B.
I think somebody's just got like a bot or something in there that just spams Clarksville now. There's no way.
I know, but that
There's no way.
actually comfortable. Wait, is Eli in sight? Eli's vaping hardcore right now, DL. That's rude.
I know, I'm so jealous.
I'm zooming so far into his face right now. Oh, I turned off autofocus. So
Yeah, you can tell that the storms are calming down a little bit because the storm chaser banter
all right, let's roll.
is getting a little wild from what I can hear. We've got Storm Chasers After Dark.
Ooh. Hold on, chat.
It's pronounced Clerksville.
Gotta make sure all my GPS is correct.
Yeah. Yeah, whenever the storm chasers start talking about that, you know things are starting to calm down. We do still have, warnings in place. And in fact, for the next 10 minutes, we've got a tornado warning in Garza and Kent counties in Texas. And it's getting really close to Bryce Shelton's location, which is who we've got in slot 1 up here. We've also got 39 whole minutes left on this tornado warning that's coming out of the storm that's coming out of Woodward. But notice how quickly it's falling apart. It's, I don't know if it'll even make it to the end of that warning polygon. Hopefully it doesn't. And then we also continue to have a tornado warning for the next 9 minutes for Hansford and Hutchinson counties in Texas. This storm's actually still pretty strong. So we'll watch it and see what happens with it as it goes towards Morse and Morse Junction. Take shelter if you're in Hansford or Hutchinson counties in Texas.
Screw this, I'm turning around. I'm not doing this whole Oh, there's a bunch of deer crossing the road.
Yeah, and if you tune in for in tomorrow's video as well, we're going to have a full educational segment about, just learning what a DVD is, if anybody is still curious. Because apparently a lot of people don't know what a DVD is. And if you're like, why is this guy talking about DVDs? We had DVD-sized hail earlier when we first started the stream.
Yeah, it was totally like, oh yeah, take this. What the hell, DL?
By the way, if there's any storm chasers that are listening, there is a storm chaser who needs help. They're stuck and they can't get out. They think it would be easier to get pulled out. They're on Highway 261 near Lockney. It's County Road 261 near Lockney in Texas. So I'm sure they're on the radio frequencies out there and also on Twitter, Mezzo Hunter.
You do have a left turn signal. It's minuscule, but I see the little thing flashing.
So, but the roof doesn't work.
Very common thing that it's honestly, it's kind of a good thing that there's always so many storm chasers on days like today's, because people get stuck out here, and especially in Texas, all the time. It's very easy to do if you got to turn around, if you got to get off the pavement even for just a little bit, and it's rained even just a little bit. Go ahead and swap either 2 or 3. Do 3 into 1, Dylan.
Just text me your info for your Starlink and I can put it on whatever.
Okay, I'll do that right now.
Got to stick with the food reference for hail descriptors. Yeah, but DVD's so... Well, I thought it was extremely recognizable. New considerable severe thunderstorm warning for tennis ball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. It goes all the way out to Holt in Texas. 5 minutes left on the tornado warning down here in Garza and Kent counties in Texas.
There we go.
Oh, here's a look at Bryce Shelton's windshield.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
And they did just extend that tornado warning out just a little bit there in Garza and Kent counties. That's 2-inch hail now expected to make it just a little bit farther east into Kent County. So we're gonna want to stay in our safe spots for 35 minutes out here now.
Never stops. We're never getting a break ever again. The way this is going.
Yeah, these guys go through a lot of windshields.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Yeah, the storm that Corey's on, that's the tornado warning down there for Garza County. So it's got a pretty decent looking lowering on it.
We're closing in way north right now. so much for gifting 5 boomer ships. Where's that chaser stuck? I'll let other people know at least.
Oh yeah, that's looking pretty ominous right there. Once again, this is the storm that is close to post. It's not necessarily coming towards post. It's not really going to impact post. But it's also getting closer to the Highway 380 area to the east of post. And we do have a tornado warning for the next 33 minutes for this storm. It's over mostly rural areas, which is good news.
Just FYI, people in my chat said somebody.
New considerable severe thunderstorm warning for Blaine, Dewey, Garfield, Kingfisher, Major, and Woods counties in Oklahoma. That's a pretty big warning. It goes all the way out down towards Watonga and Okeen. The Blue Granite RV Park, Turkey Roost, and Williams Scout Reservation are in the path. The Longdale Speedway and the Royal Theater are also in the path. Get ready for 1-inch hail and 70-mile-per-hour winds. And this is a live look at the tornado warned storm currently in Garza County, Texas.
All right, Ryan, while the chat debates if hail should be measured in laser discs or chihuahuas, your actual weather watchers are repeatedly asking about storm potential in eastern Colorado and whether Arkansas City, Kansas is finally in the clear tonight. Also, lots of sympathy and Safelite jingles, echoing for that poor chaser's busted windshield.
Eastern Colorado, there's one storm out here that we're keeping an eye on. We actually just got a new warning for it for Prowers County, Colorado. That's coming down towards Hartman and Holly here soon. There's also a decent storm out here east of Pueblo, but it's kind of losing steam. In fact, it's not even severe warned anymore. And then over here in Kansas, the closer you get to Wichita, the better off we are. I think we're going to have some storms tonight, but I don't think we're going to expect to see anything too terrible. So you guys are good. You can go to sleep if you want to. It might storm a little bit, but you've slept through storms before. Stronger storms are kind of setting up here to the north and west of Topeka, but these are mostly just really heavy rainmakers. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning for Graham County, Kansas, near Hill City. This thing is just kind of not moving much, but it's causing some large hail. See the spike here? That is a large hail producer right there, probably larger than quarter-size hail near Roscoe in Kansas. So we've got lots of storms out there. And we're keeping an eye on all of them. Yeah, put those on all three of the bottom ones. So there's a view of our Kansas storms via the Kansas traffic cameras there. Lots of lightning on these. These are all around the Wakini area right now and Ogalla. Just lots of lightning and heavy rain. That's what we're seeing out of these right now. We're down to 2 tornado warnings. 28 minutes left on this tornado warning in Texas for Garza and Kent counties. Radar indicated rotation 2-inch hail coming down towards Highway 380 in an otherwise very rural area. 27 minutes left on this tornado warning for Hansford and Hutchinson's County in Texas.
Where are you at, Connor?
You can't say large hail anymore?
Ryan, super chat from Jeff Johnson says, "You can't say large hail anymore, Ryan. Is it cassette, 8-track, DVD, VHS, or Laserdisc?"
What's smaller than a... What's smaller than that, though? If we're only going to use stuff like that, there's got to be one smaller. I used to have a little thing. I don't remember what it was called. But I used to have a little thing that you would watch movies on. It was like black and white. It was like I don't know. But like, you know, it was before the iPod. And you could like, it was portable and you could like watch movies and like shows on it, but you had to buy like this small disc for it to work. And it was only like 10-minute SpongeBob episodes. But like that, those were like that big. So whatever that is, that needs to be included in our scale. I know I'm not being very helpful. Probably nobody knows what in the heck I'm talking about. South and east of Woodward, we got a new severe thunderstorm warning for Dewey, Ellis, and Woodward counties. The video now, that's what it was called. Somebody actually, you just unlocked, like, I was 8 years old and we went on vacation and we had to drive like 8 hours somewhere. And I had one of those and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I was like, this is the future. I'm watching a black and white 2 frames per second SpongeBob episode in the car right now. Are you kidding me? I was like, how are things ever going to get better than this?
Apparently no data, that's fine. Do I even have data on? Yeah, I do have data there.
Fairview, you guys have got a considerable severe thunderstorm coming in as well. 70-mile-per-hour winds are going to be possible there. That's in Oklahoma. Oh, by the way, I added a new thing. If you ever, like, if I'm ever really zoomed in like this and you're like, what state is he in? You can always look right here and that will automatically show you what state I'm in. So right now, location Oklahoma. But if I fly over to Texas, boom, Texas. It's just wherever the center of my map is, that's what it says.
No, I mean, we're well north of there. I was just, everybody was saying stuff about it. Nobody ever sent a location.
Yeah, I think the only person that's like remotely close to him is Jack J. I mean, like I said, if he
Jasmine, you guys are fine. You guys are fine.
Garrett could like ride back up with you, Freddie, and I could go down there and get him or something. But I don't know. I'd rather not keep driving north fast.
What's your outlook for Oklahoma City? I'm not too concerned about Oklahoma City tonight. You got a marginal risk of some storms. It could very well storm later tonight, early into the early morning hours. But I think for the rest of the night, honestly, the storm threat's going to decrease quite a bit. Yeah, we used to have a Game Boy, a phone, and a video player, and a music player, and a camera, like all separately. You had to pack a backpack to be able to take a picture of something, listen to something, and play a game, and all that stuff. Now it's all in one, you know? It's crazy. And for those of you who didn't know, I'm 70 years old. That's why I'm talking like this. That's how I feel right now anyways, talking about like people don't know what DVDs are, and back in my day we had little tiny DVDs. I'm just yapping over here.
Okay, yeah, it might be working now. It says it got 3 bars, so that's probably why I just randomly transmission.
Yeah, Corey's storm is continuing to look kind of suspicious. It's getting awfully low. I don't know if we're looking at a wall cloud here, but we definitely are looking at the rotating mesocyclone associated with the tornado warning in Garza County in Texas. And this storm is definitely rotating enough to, at some point here, plop down a new tornado, so that's why we're continuing to watch it. By the way, up there in Hays, Texas, you guys are getting a good storm. You can see that coming across the interstate here. This is I-70 east of Hays, Kansas.
I'll double check here real quick, but I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, because I entered it into your radio, so if that was the right username and password, it should automatically.
Oh yeah, what we saw earlier today was definitely Gorilla Hail. If today's hail wasn't Gorilla Hail, I don't know what was. Poweroutages.us, Jeff, that's probably your best bet.
Look at it now, Freddie. Is it showing the actual normal Wi-Fi signal now?
20 minutes left on both of these tornado warnings here. Hey, no problem, Raffy. You'll do it. You'll be a storm chaser one day for sure.
All right, Storm Whisperer. While half the chat is currently lost down a memory lane paved with mini discs and Video Now players, the other half is definitely keeping an eye on the sky, especially across Oklahoma and parts of the Texas Panhandle, West Texas. Still getting a few checking in from Kansas too, and a quick heads up. Someone gently reminded us it's pronounced more like Okini for Okini okay.
Okay, Okini. Okay. Oklahoma, if you guys are concerned about storms, we do have some storms working across western Oklahoma right now. These will potentially make it into Ponca City and Oklahoma City and Enid later. But as they move east, they are getting weaker. Okay, so I don't think it's anything to worry about. But there will be storms. Just know that.
And it'll tell you, like, if you hold that down, it'll say, like, Wi-Fi on or Wi-Fi off when you
And then we still have a pretty strong storm out there east of Pampa, but most of the tornado warnings for these storms have been allowed to expire. There is still one tornado warning in the Panhandle of Texas here. That's going to be the one for Hutchinson County, Texas. The rotation with this one's let up a little bit, but it's still enough to where I would be in my safe spot if I'm in Pringle or Morse Junction. Hopefully no hail in Oklahoma City. There's a slight chance that it might hail a little bit. I think your biggest thing's going to be some rain, some lightning, some wind. Gorilla hail, yeah, it's just like what storm chasers call really big hail. It's not literally the size of gorillas. But it is, it could be pretty close, I guess. Hutchinson and Roberts counties in Texas now under a severe thunderstorm warning. Get ready for ping pong size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds.
Yeah, you can do that, but it's not really, it's typically not that big of a deal. Like, I'm saying like an awning, like if you park underneath a gas station awning, like occasionally it'll give you an issue every once in a while, like when you go under a bridge, but when it's like quick, like going underneath a bridge, it's usually not that big of a deal. It's just like
apple size hail, yeah, apple size hail and larger. You'd probably start hearing some storm chasers refer to that as gorilla hail. But today, our grapefruit size hail and our DVD size hail, that is, there's no shame in calling that gorilla hail, I don't think. There they are again. I'm not kidding. Earlier we pulled this camera up and those legs were there, and then they just went away as soon as like my eyes focused, and I thought that I was seeing things. It was kind of freaky.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
All right, new tornado warning in Oklahoma. They went ahead and issued a new tornado warning for this storm, as there is a decent amount of rotation that's popped up over here near Sharon. So that's kind of organized more in the past 5 minutes or so, and that's moving down towards Highway 34 and the town of, how do you guys say this? Vicky? Also, Camargo and Mutual. You guys are under a tornado warning. Please take shelter. Interior room, lowest floor. Vici, gotcha.
Heavenly Father, I want to thank you again for another wonderful and glorious day you've given us on this earth. I thank you for keeping us safe and leading us to safety, Lord, that you continue to guide us.
Some of you are probably just typing like whatever it is that comes first to your mind, because I know that half of the people trying to tell me how to say this have no idea, because some people are like, it's pronounced like sci-fi. It's pronounced like Ivici. The only ones that make sense, though, are Vici and Vici. Beachy is pronounced Clarksville. Gotcha. Noted.
As he talked, he was going back towards Earth. Hello?
No. I'm just going to stop talking about Clarksville.
Ryan, White Alpha sent in a super chat. They've been watching from St. Louis for about 3 years. Love the coverage and are a fellow storm fanatic. They've got a question for you. They use My Radar on PC and want to know where to find the chaser cams, or if that requires a subscription.
I don't know. I actually don't know much about that particular app. I do know that Matthew Capucci's in there and Jordan Hall are in there, but I don't know how you get them in the app. I'm sorry, I just don't know. Can you check Nevada? I've seen Nevada, Rhode Island. I saw somebody ask about Hawaii. Those are pretty close to our tornado warning over here in Woodward, Oklahoma, but just far enough away to where we might stay focused on Oklahoma here just for a little while longer. Just for a little while longer. There is actually a respectable, amount of rotation with this tornado warning that's coming over Sharon right now. So hopefully we've got everybody in Sharon, Oklahoma in their safe spots. This is going to go on for 25 more minutes. 10 more minutes on the tornado warning for Texas, the Garza and Kent County, Texas tornado warning. I do think they're going to let this one expire. This one is probably over. So we're going to continue to watch the Sharon, Oklahoma storm, as it's by far the most interesting one right now. Yeah, we'll check in as soon as this warning expires. We'll check in on Nevada, Rhode Island, and then we'll do Alaska. We'll do Hawaii. We'll do the North Pole and the South Pole. We'll check in with the International Space Station to see if there's any sort of space weather going on up there. We might even do a full view of the solar disk and its effect on Venus as it relates to this tornado warning here in Woodward County, Oklahoma.
Also, Eli's gonna cook up some kielbasa. It's like sausage and not tomatoes, potatoes and peppers. I don't really know exactly.
Oh, do we have any traffic cameras on Venus?
Oh yeah, I remember him telling me about that. Yeah, Eli, as long as you make sure that sausage is cooked thoroughly, I'm going for try some of that. I just need one free burner on the stove. That's all I ask for. That or I can make it out loud.
Oh, we're going to see a lot of those tonight. Flash flood warning now in effect for Pecos County, Texas, down there in southwest Texas. Some of these storms are barely moving. Dude, this is, you have to let this just be called Sharon, y'all. There's no way you say Sharon. And if you do, you're just trying to be complicated. Hopefully y'all are all right. Okay, hopefully you're in your safe spot. Now, we did have a decent area of rotation go right over the town of Sharon or Sharon. But you know, that's moving past the town now. Stay in your safe spot, though, for at least the next 10 minutes.
Is there any, like, potential, like, ETA for, like, a tow truck? Or, I mean, I imagine he's probably not getting a tow truck this time of the night, but maybe somebody could go, like, scoop him up and take him somewhere.
Sharon? All right. Noted.
I got sent a location which we're over an hour from, but like I said, he's an hour from us at least. I don't have the actual
Noted.
location, but
Yeah, we saw some incredible storms today.
we're well an hour north. Obviously, we're not heading in that direction right now, but it's just like I wish people would have actually said something.
It's another one of those days where we would not have went live if we were going by our old system of just going live for 10% tornado days. The new thing we're doing where we go on standby mode and we wait for this threshold to be crossed by the weather intensity score has proven to be, honestly, like in my opinion, perfect for us in deciding when we're going to go live and when we're not going to go live. So we're going to be sticking to that. And if you guys are ever curious, is like, what's the weather intensity score right now? What's the WIS right now? It's always displayed on the 24/7 Y'allbot channel. So if you want to go over to Ryan Hall Y'all Extra and ever, you know, get an idea of what's going on, that's always being displayed over there on the 24/7 channel.
I got his stream up right now. He's still very much in the ditch. They're like on a mud road.
I haven't heard any reports or anything out of Sharon or Sharon. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. But we just had that rotation cross over a pretty good-sized highway here, Highway 34.
It's probably like just slid off the road.
So if something happened out there, we should hear about it soon.
I'm not saying it'll recover, but I'm just not.
Got a new considerable severe thunderstorm warning. Tennis ball-sized hail. 60-mile-per-hour winds. Considerable damage threat. This is in Hutchinson County in Texas. Get indoors and away from windows. It's going to go all the way out for another hour. These are very slow-moving storms. Thoughts on Iowa for Monday. Got lots of detailed thoughts about Iowa on Monday in my video. If you guys haven't watched that yet, you should go watch it. Otherwise, I think that we're in for a big day of severe weather on Monday, April 28th, probably Tuesday, April 29th as well. We do plan on being live here on this channel, and we plan on creating daily video updates on the channel in the mornings. So make sure you tune in tomorrow about 11 a.m. Eastern, something like that. We should have a video going up with some new detailed information about the potential severe weather outbreak that we're going to be talking about in Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, all the way up through Wisconsin, and especially in Iowa on Monday. And that continues into Tuesday. It does look like we're going to have somewhat of a tiny bit of a break tomorrow and Saturday. So I don't think we'll be live tomorrow or Saturday, but definitely, or Sunday, but definitely Monday and Tuesday. Good chance there.
Again, like I said, my point still stands that, would have been more than glad to help when we were over there, but of course nobody says anything, and now we're over an hour away, and people are saying...
Oh, it's not Iowa, it's Iowa? Okay, got you.
...that would apparently get there before we do.
That's what I feel like. That's what happens 90% of the time.
Like, I feel for him. It could happen to any of us, honestly. I mean, it's mud road. So
Nothing going on in Clarksville right now.
say that, you know,
Kitten,
they need help.
kitten. Thank you for that. Yeah, y'all are good. We might be talking about y'all again, maybe on Tuesday. Maybe. Even then, it's going to be a little bit of a. It's going to be a little bit to your west. Got a new severe thunderstorm warning for Prowers County in Colorado for the next 1 hour or so. And we also have a new considerable severe thunderstorm warning for Hemp Hill, Roberts, and Wheeler counties in Texas. 2-inch hail. That's lemon-sized hail out there. So get ready for that. Pecos and Terrell counties in Texas also continue to have a severe thunderstorm warning down here. This storm just ain't moving. That is a slow-moving storm. That's why we also have a flash flood warning down here. One minute left on this tornado warning in Garza County. That's going to be allowed to expire. And then we're going to have one warning left. And that's this one over here in Dewey and Woodward counties in Oklahoma. And this is a pretty powerful storm here that's still rotating quite significantly between Sharon and Mutual. How do you, is Mutual not mutual? You guys say mutual or what is it if it's not mutual? Mutually? All right, I like that. The chat is just, you guys used to help, and now it's just a completely unreliable resource.
Nobody was communicating realistic information to us. I literally just got a text message with his location a couple minutes ago, and we're well over an hour to the north. And then I'm seeing other people
Mute y'all.
saying that he's already got help on the way.
Mute y'all. That's what I'm gonna call it. It's a good one, Kenzie.
To help him, but people are. The fact that this guy's apparently been stuck 2.5 hours telling us now is what's insane. Like, somebody would have got stuck. I would have figured somebody would have just texted me and said, "Hey, this guy's over by you. He's stuck. Can you guys go help out?"
Last scan on the velocity there looks a little bit less impressive, but still something I would watch out for if I'm in Mutual, Visay, Vichy, Sestos, any of these places in Woodward County or Dewey counties in Oklahoma. You are under a tornado warning, and we need you to take shelter.
Yeah, Freddie, just FYI, your lights are not like bright. Those ones that you mounted to the front, they actually look pretty cool as like accenting lights.
Okay, yeah, that's exactly what I wanted them to be, so I'm glad they're actually not too bright, because just gives me a little bit more visibility for the other drivers out there on the road. Alright, screen is over.
Ryan, Auto Savage sent in a super chat. They say, "Hey Ryan, thank you for everything you and your crew do. I'm from Minnesota, preparing for the weather Monday." And they also have a fun question for you. How is the weather on Jupiter?
Y'allbot's energy just does not, it's never consistent. And sometimes it's kind of scary when it pops up. Weather on Jupiter, it's probably gonna be fine. You guys can go to sleep. Rotation continues to increase between Mutual and Sharon. We want to make sure you guys are staying in your safe spots. Out of all the storms that we have right now, this is the one that's probably catching our eye the most. So there's a good reason there's a tornado warning on this one, okay?
all so much for tuning in as always. Thank you so much for smooshing that like and subscribe button. Truly couldn't do it without your guys' help.
For about 30 minutes after you guys, I'm gonna blast some music so I won't be on the radio.
But thank you guys again so much for tuning in as always. We'll be live.
Yeah, Dalton. Yeah, I sat down in this chair at 4 a.m. this morning. And it's midnight. And I think I've got up like twice. I probably need to go on a little walk or something. I listen, we didn't think that we were going to go live today. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. So I got great sleep last night, got up early, came in here, got some tasks done, completed some workflows. I circled back on a couple of meetings. And then it's standby mode time. And we're standing by, and then boom, the whiz goes out the wazoo. And now we're live for 3.5 hours, going on 4 hours. So it's been an action-packed day. Rotation is hanging on there on this storm south and east of Woodward in Oklahoma. They might pull the trigger on another tornado warning here for the Sealing area, maybe Highway 3 just east of Mutual and Sharon.
That thing is powerful.
All right, looks like Brandon ended his live stream. Yeah, I checked off at least 40 items from my to-do lists today. Play the stream intro music. You know, it's been a while since we've had that because most of our recent live streams have been like, oh, it's time to go live. Not like a pre-planned thing, you know. No hillbilly days for me today, no. My wife took our two boys down there and they had a good time. And she brought me back some... what's it called? Mr. Beefies. It was really good. We've got 9 minutes left on our tornado warning here. I'm curious. I'm curious to see if they pull the trigger on another warning. So we're going to just see what they do there. The rest of our storms are really starting to calm down. I'm not saying that we're not going to see another rogue tornado warning coming out of one of these. But we've still got lemon-sized hail coming down here towards Mobeetie. We've got ping-pong-sized hail coming down towards Pampa at some point tonight. If they make it that far south, honestly, y'all, these things are barely moving. Look at this. I mean, that was 40 minutes ago. This is now. So that is plumb wild. Big-time flooding threat if that continues to happen. And I actually don't know if they will make it to Pampa. So, yeah, a little bit more movement over here towards Clinton. It's possible that this part of the storm system becomes somewhat of a mesoscale convective system as it goes towards Oklahoma City tonight. This could bring about a little bit of a bigger wind threat at some point, but nothing incredible. Nothing to be very concerned about. I think you're going to be fine in Oklahoma City. There will be some storms tonight, but no big deal. But these storms back here between Wheeler and Pampa, especially just north of those towns, are dropping some big old hail. Dylan, anybody else on the team that needs to go, you're good to go. I think we'll just probably throw up two of those, the Kansas ones into 1 and 2. And then you're good. You're good to go. Put 4 and 5 in 1 and 2, I would say. And then do we have Yalba in the thing? In the reload. You know what I'm talking about, the redirect. Yeah, all right. Whew, gosh, dude.
Ryan, we got a super chat from Brandon Brooks, who says Nashville meteorologists could learn a thing or two from you, Mr. Hall. Explaining more than the reds and greens are touching. The world is a safer place because of y'all.
I appreciate that. Thank you for the kind words.
Ryan, Amalealer sent in a super
tornado
chat.
warning has
Hey
been
Ryan,
issued.
I'm severely worried about the specific blade of grass outside my window. Any tornado emergencies forecasted for it? I'd rather it be prepared and not scared. Thanks in advance.
No, I think last I checked on your specific blade of grass, I think you're good. I think it's fine. They continued that tornado warning out into Dewey and Woodward counties in Oklahoma. It includes Taloga and Sealing now. So that's going to go on for the next hour. Y'all take shelter in Dewey and Woodward counties.
All right, Storm Whisperer, quick check-in. The main chatter is zeroed in on Oklahoma right now, with lots of folks asking about Tulsa, OKC, and Norman specifically. Looking ahead, the Monday hype train is still chugging along, and a friendly tip for then, viewers say Arkansas City, Kansas is pronounced Arkansas City. Keep dodging that floppy disk-sized hail out there.
I know how it's pronounced. That was all Y'allbot. Y'allbot got it wrong today, not me. What do you do to improve Y'allbot? Just feed it your messages. I don't know if that's improving it, though, to be honest. Don't mean to be harsh. But have you guys read this chat? I'm just joking. Y'all are some of the good ones on the internet. You know, all right, what do you guys think? Probably time to close her down. All right. The Wiz is completely within the wazoo now. Still going to have some storms tonight in Oklahoma, Kansas, especially in Kansas. Look at this. This is like pretty intense stuff out there in Trego County. So this kind of stuff's going to happen all night. We'll see a little bit more of it tomorrow. But the big storms come back into play on Monday. We're going to be talking about it tomorrow and through the weekend on the channel. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on. And we will see you back again in this format. Probably less time to goof off next time, to be honest. But we'll be back here with our live severe weather coverage on Monday. So get ready for that and spread the word if you know anybody that lives in the affected areas. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.